Objection!
I've been waiting far too long. Oh, wait, hold on. There's, oh, there it is, yeah. I've been waiting far too long to watch this video. Like, this... Okay. Um, I'm trying to actually, like, figure out a way to probably put it. So, Barney's creator, I followed up and on for a while, because they would do little, funny little wow bits, generally when, like, classic first drop, they did a bunch of, like, general videos and, like, just classic stuff, right? And then they did one on, was it I want to say it was Zul'Gurub. Was it Zul'Gurub? Or Zulamon? I can't remember which one is the instance that you fight Godzilla. Godzilla, sorry. But, I remember, no, Zul'Farrak. I went through every other thing. It was not it. It's been so long since I played that, but I do remember Zul'Farrak being a instance that I ran through quite a bit. So I watched the video and loved it. And then Barney did this video on trying to be the Scarab Lord, which is this multi-part thing. And when it finally did drop, oh, it was so good. It took so long to get all the parts out. It was a like big 4-part series, and the first 2 were great. That second video, I don't know how many times I watched it and still like laughed about it. Then she dropped the 3rd and 4th video, which are great. And like when they dropped the video and they're like, "Here's the plushie," I was like, "Oh, I need that plushie." Like I have sunk far too much time into watching her videos. I've way too much time watching that, watching her streams. Hey Ren, and just generally just enjoying what she did. That I was like, I need to give back. I need to buy this plushie, and that became its own issue. But proud to say I have the plushie. I have a first run. Oh, okay, I'm being confused now. I don't know why I'm being confused. There's nothing to be confused about. I get it. I understand everything. I understand all the numbers. But I generally enjoyed like all her stuff. I watched her streams and all this. So, got the plushie. I did see that she was doing some more merch, which like after this video I'll probably have to watch it. So, an hour 9 minutes feels rather short for a Barney video. Like I think it's average, but like it feels short. But like I know she's been cooking up like 4 videos, so I'm ready for like at least 2 this year. Excuse me. Wow, I don't know where that came from. So here's what we're doing for Barney. Okay, we're gonna try to not laugh, and for some of you that's probably gonna be very easy. For me, that's gonna be incredibly difficult. Because, like, even rewatching her videos over and over, I would still laugh. I would still find myself holding my sides, crying, laughing over Barney's videos, over their editing style. So, we're going to try. We're going to do a React Andy today, okay? We're going to React Andy. And we're going to watch Barney's video. And I'm going to try my best not to laugh. I expect to fail this several times, but we're going to make an attempt. So this is the end of Classic. So I know I think the weekend before, because I was watching her stream, and I remember she did a whole thing of like this server-wide race, like class race on Shivering Flats. So I'm assuming that'll be in here somewhere or mentioned, because I do remember that stream. But other than that, I have no idea what I'm in for. Aside from we're looking at Kel'Thuzad and we're all just kind of vibing, and she's probably got something weird to do. All right.
What you are witnessing here is a level 69 undead rogue, 72 experience points away from level 70, about to kill Kel'Thuzad for the last time. Once I kill this lich, the slow descent into misery begins. Once I kill this lich, it's time for rep farming to end.
You know what I realized as soon as she made that transition, that little faded transition? I should have made a bingo card. I've watched Barney's videos so often, like, that would have been on the that specific sort of transition would have been on the bingo card.
Enter dungeons to rep farm to enter the same dungeon, but worse. Rep farm to gain entry to content and some worse boss design World of Warcraft. Once I kill this lich, only pain and suffering awaits me, but at least I get to share this moment with my guild, the guild I had all my classic adventures with.
20k, let's go!
Yes, I did! Let's fucking go!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It worked!
That's a clip.
At least, at the very least, we'll always have each other. And then the GMs went rogue and stole 100k from the G-Bank and transferred off. But that's a story for another time.
Oh. Story time. Hell yeah. It's so weird to think that, like, she's making this about the end of Classic into BC, and we already have, like, Lich King. I also appreciate just how heavy into, like, weaving she'll go for these OPs. Oh, there's the race.
Welcome to the end of Classic. Last adventure I, well, you know, obtained Scarab Lord across a grand tetralogy, delivering unto you my magnum opus. A series so cool and epic, I got my own Wowhead article written about me. Thank you. Thank you. I know, 42 whole words. Who would have thought, huh? A series so poggers, we sold out all the plushies in like 3 days. Yeah. I'm gonna activate their sentience soon. The series was so swag. They put me in Hearthstone.
Yeah, that was actually kind of dope. I remember when that dropped, everyone was like, "Hold on a second, that has to be a Barney reference. That has to be a Barney reference." Like we all knew. They watched it. We knew. Also, when does my plushie get sentience? I would like that plushie to be sentient. It'd help me very much to have someone else help clean the cat poop. That'd be great. I would love that.
What? Oh, you don't think this is a me reference? This card could have been any race, any class, but they specifically chose Rogue. Undead Rogue. Are you not convinced? Because I'm not convinced. I think I'm actually reading into this too much and I just have an ego now. It's not like the card says a quote from my video when you play it or anything. Oh wait, it totally fucking does that. I'm not just a Scarab Lord.
I'm not just a Scarab Lord.
I'm the Scarab Lord.
I'm the Scarab Lord!
Oh my god, they said the line. What more is there to say?
said the
The
thing.
accolades you have all showered me with is beyond anything I could have expected. I put my entire heart, soul, body, and mind into that project. It was nothing short of a labor of love with so much thought and care put into it. I can't possibly top it. I've peaked. It's all downhill
Yeah.
from here. But you'll join me for the ride
Yeah,
back
it is.
down, right? Right?
Hey man, I think I speak for everyone here when I say we can handle this
Nobody expects
Okay,
the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay, I do love you. I do want to keep the reacting. So for now, I'm actually gonna we're just gonna hide the mix it up for right now. Just for now. Right. That took me out of it for a second. I will hydrate though. Thank you.
Your stories because we just love to hear you tell them. Whether it's a cinematic masterpiece crafted over multiple years.
Wait, do
we
I
just
know?
love to hear you.
I feel like I should know who the elf is. I feel like I should know that elf, but I'm blanking horribly.
You tell them. Whether it's a cinematic masterpiece crafted over multiple years, or just a simple tale of how you camped some bozo, we'll be here to listen because if you're the one telling the story, well, that's a story that we want to hear.
Oh my god.
You know?
Wait a
Facts. Facts.
This guy's being nice in World of Warcraft.
Let's get him.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, I know the elf
So
now.
as you might have deduced from the title, this video takes place during the tail end of
I recognize
WoW
that
Classic,
voice.
specifically the last 3 weeks. Our story begins on May 10th, 2021 with a blue post from community manager Kyvax, which reads the following. In order to prepare our game service to be ready for both the upgrade to the Burning Crusade Classic and the availability of Classic era realms, so excited for those, we will close the auction houses on all WoW Classic realms at 10 AM PDT on Friday, May 14th. We expect
I
auction
do
houses
recall
to
that.
become available again when the game service resumes following maintenance on May 18th. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your understanding. And everyone understood. The end. I mean, no one understood. Congratulations for having this stupid idea. Why? Seems like something that can be easily avoided. 4 days for a job that should take 2 hours? Yawn. Cloud and Data Solutions Architect here. This is the dumb. It's 4 days. What fits your description of a few? I don't think that word means what you think it means. Beware, the Ides of May. Don't mind me, just necroing this post for a video. Lol. It was obvious the people were upset. 4 days was a very long time to go without the auction house, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. Well, nothing most people could do about it. But what if?
You ran around
What
selling
if
Lucky
there was
Charms?
a freedom-loving Orgrimmarican patriot out there who could utilize their exorbitant social capital to start a movement against this decision? What if they got on their raptor, because they're still hiding their Scarab Lord mount at this point in the timeline, and started protesting outside Orgrimmar Auction House? Well, it just might work. Don't close the auction house, Blizz.
What he be doing, man?
Back and forth I marched, patrolling the entrance, the voice the people needed. Flash 2, Wave 2. Don't close the
Flash
auction
2,
house,
Wave
Blizz.
2.
This is the best idea I've ever had in my life.
He be losing his mind, man.
Of course, those who seek to usher in positive change will always be ridiculed for their compassion, their message twisted and bastardized by reactionary grifters. But in this world of Warcraft, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. 6 hours later. Somehow, my peaceful protest had spiraled out of control and was now a riot. How on earth did that happen? Anyway, our new message was pretty clear. If we
Wait,
can't
what did that say? What did that say?
and was now a
Hold
riot.
on.
How on earth?
Use your clout to get more pushers. I mean, that is what clout is used for. That's more I was expecting from Barney. Yeah.
Did that happen? Anyway, our new message was pretty clear. If we can't use the auction house, we're gonna burn it to the fucking ground.
I gave somebody 28 gold to buy a Kodo. They better fucking be here.
Shit, he's drinking his Kodo, watch out!
Thank you for the gold!
Just then, an agent of the bourgeoisie arrived on scene to disrupt the protest with Emerald Dragonkin, Mass Root, the only effective tool against a horde of stampeding mounts. But a minor inconvenience to be sure. I spent 15 hours in Ashenvale killing these mobs for my Green Shard quest, so really, what's one more kill surrounded by my people? I mean, if anything, the fact we were being met with such extreme resistance from the elites served only to validate our noble cause and boost morale. You can keep kiting Emerald Dragonkin in from Ashenvale to
turn around, they
temporarily
aren't
root us,
real.
but you'll never stop us. Stay strong! Keep pushing! For the fallen! For the merchants! For the whore! Anyway, the auction house is closed on May 14th as planned. Wait, do you really think I could make a difference? I have to cry on Twitter to get Dragonflight Alpha access. I'm powerless, under the radar, like a Smite priest in a GDKP. Blizzard had taken away our auction houses, but the Horde will endure, for the Horde is strong. Populous Farmers Market. Saturday! May 15th! 10 a.m. Auction house is closed, bitch. Come by and sell your shit at the gates. Also, Frugo, can I just say,
Oh.
great choice on the narrative.
Cut off the
format.
song.
Indeed,
I'm sad now.
one valiant Tauran had stepped up to give the Horde direction in its hour of need. A time and a place to buy and sell wares physically in person, virtually in World of Warcraft. And what could be more in the spirit of Classic than reconnecting with a bygone age? Decades of gaming had trained me for this very moment. And am I not now the master of sales because of it?
Is it
My
weird? I
product
was
is
expecting
good.
her to show
So
some clip
damn
of like
good, in
Furcadia.
fact, that in Wrath Classic, you people still can't stop begging me for a Lucky Charm. A bit I only did in one single video. That was all it took. Bam! You were hooked. Wanna know why? Because I will not make garbage. I've produced a product that performs as advertised. It's lucky, probably. I'm going to
Lucky?
attend this
No,
farmer's
Ren,
market with my
I
last
just said
batch
I
of Lucky
turned off,
Charms, and I'm going to death roll people for them. If they win, they get a Lucky Charm. If they lose, they give me 25 gold. It's perfect. Now, if somehow you are unaware as to what death rolling even is, allow me to explain. But before I do,
Oh,
please remember
hold
this
on.
one
I
thing.
need to hold on. You have to pause this part of the upload. There. There you go. I refunded the points, but like just know for the react, I did turn off mix it up for now. Okay. All right. Back up a bit.
Thing about unaware as to what death rolling even is, allow me to explain. But before I do, please remember this one thing about gambling. Statistically, you will hit it big if you just keep playing. So here's how death rolling works. One person rolls a dice with an agreed upon amount of sides. The second person then rolls that previous result, and you follow this pattern until someone hits one. That
I can't remember
person
who got
is the
addicted to this.
loser.
I don't
It's
think it was
very
Barney.
complicated
Someone
stuff.
else did.
Roll 5 gold for
It was
this
another
swap.
video.
I turn to the Tauran slowly. If you try to shake me down, I will burn your parents' house to the ground. Trade cancelled. The farmer's market had barely been open 30 seconds, and already shady folk were trying to scam. It really did feel like the virtual markets of yore.
This is no shakedown. This is a fee you owe.
Don't go to Thunderbluff tomorrow. Death roll! Death roll! For an authentic Barny B Lucky Charm. The last batch of Classic. 25 gold to play.
Oh shit! Pog! Death rolls for Lucky Charms?
So who wants a piece of the action, huh?
Rolls for Lucky Charms.
Called out a voice from the crowd. It was Henrik Steggles, the Thistle Teeth
Yeah.
Drifter himself. In the dark times when the evil bots camped every swift thistle node and price fixed our precious rogue resource, Steggles was there to provide tea for a reasonable price. However, there is no honor among thieves. He may have done me a service in the past, but today I will make a mug of the Thistle Teeth Thrifter. Mug is like British slang for an idiot.
I get
and
it.
You drink tea
Go
out of
on,
a mug.
Barney.
These
Barney's-
jokes are lost on like so many of you. Actually, I think that just wasn't funny. Hey, shut up.
It wasn't.
Whose side are you on?
You may roll first.
Hold on a second. The person who rolls first can potentially lose on the very first roll. Does he know rolling second is more advantageous, or was he just being polite? Damn, now we're gathering a crowd and I've already monologued in my head far too long to make asking him go first not awkward. I have to roll first, and when I do, precedent is set that I roll first every time.
I
Fuck,
appreciate
this
the
guy's
Death
good.
Note
Okay,
reference
don't
here.
worry, I've got this. We'll just have to... Get lucky. Slash roll 250. I roll a 137. Steggles rolls a 31. I like those odds. I roll and lose the game.
Good
Yep.
job, Barney.
I will treasure this with my life.
Yeah, luck be with you. Whatever. Who's next? Me. Slash roll 250. I roll a 26. Ethereal rolls a 21. I roll and lose the game. Again. Woot. Woot? Man, who the fuck says woot
Good-
in 2021?
good job,
Who's
Barney.
next?
Good job, Barney.
Replied Whackte. And you want to know some shit? I lost this one too.
You lost?
Yes, that's what I said. Were you listening? Okay, well that's 3 losses in a row. I
I
can't
mean,
possibly
the Lucky
lose
Charms
any
that
more,
work
right?
for Barney, only
Then
for
I lost again.
the people that Barney sells them
again.
to.
And again. And again. And again. Okay, you know what? I can't be giving these away anymore. This is a terrible idea. This is not profitable at all. I gotta change my angle here. Ooh, I think I just came up with the perfect one. Introducing the Barney Beekeeper Lucky Charm. in real life. Wow! Tangible
I
object
did
on
see
film.
this on the merch.
Wow! How it's made. Cast in a mithril alloy, smelted in the fires of Blackrock Mountain, hand-polished, deburred, and powder-coated with true silver for a textured finish, the Lucky Charm is then hand-filled with molten saronite, the blood of an old... I'm just joking. It's filled with honey. I'm a beekeeper. Just ignore the otherworldly glow. Ignore the whispers. All that you know will fade.
But could it be filled with
Kill them
Saronite?
all
Please?
before they kill you.
I'd
The
be cool
charm
with
is
that.
then placed snugly into its own
Praise
holster.
Yogg.
Heat-formed real leather sourced from the flesh of my last honor kill. They told me leatherworking was useless, but just look at that buckle-style fastener.
Wow.
And tasteful stitching.
Wow.
Beautiful. Attach it to your bag, your keys, or just wear it on your belt, as is all the rage in the Undercity. Are you wearing the
Authentic Barney Beekeeper Lucky Charm attached to my 4-strength, 4-stem leather belt. Yeah, I am.
Don't go outside? No problem. Just take it out the holster and put
Don't
it
just
on
throw
your
that
desk,
sound
nerd.
effect at me.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
not
what
fair.
does it do?
What does it do? It's lucky. Probably.
I'll take 25. I'm getting commission for this, right?
No? Finally, the charm is placed into its resting box,
Damn it, Uber
decorated
Danger.
ornately with the beekeeper's sigil, where it will await your purchase at...
Barney64.com.
But wait, there's more. Inherit the nightmare with this striking, dramatic artwork by...
Lunatic Moon Art.
depicting that time I totally owned that mage version of myself from another timeline. God, that was so sick. Or celebrate the Scarab Lord adventures with this fun, colorful piece by...
Yo, basic.
filled with tons of fun details and
I
community
actually really
favorites.
like
These
it.
beautiful
I really
posters are
like
available in metal, canvas,
the
or
one on the
good
left.
old-fashioned classic paper. What the fuck was that? Oh no, not you. How did you get any? Yes, the infamous Barney Beekeeper plushie is officially back on the market. All these items are available now for pre-order, and don't worry, influencer stuff is not involved at all.
Good.
We experienced some, shall we say, difficulties with that last batch of merch, but rest
Yep.
assured my new partners are just the best. In
Oh, that's
fact,
a
they
clean
are
little
also
website. I
victims
like
of
that.
influencer stuff, and he owes them a lot more money than he owes me. It's one of the reasons I actually wanted to work with them in particular. I figured since we're both probably never getting paid because it's worse than you could possibly imagine, we may as well lift each other up out the mud. It's kind of poetic. So if you, dear viewer, want to support my eternal struggle to upload more than
I
one
mean, I
video
kinda
in
do.
a year, head on
Yeah.
over to Barney64.
I'm holding out
and
for 2.
give me
I'm holding out
money
for 2 this year.
because I deserve it. And let's just set the record straight, okay? I'm not now leaving the market because I've been completely rinsed for all my Lucky Charms. I have a raid to attend on my Shadow Priest. Huh? What? Huh?
What?
Wow, I mean, what?
But no, I have
Shadow
seen her on
Priests in World
Vileplume.
of Warcraft Classic are really bad. Like, unmistakably in your face. How is this even a thing bad? Out of all the developer-intended specs Classic has to offer, Shadow Priest is the only one truly worthless on a multi-dimensional level. Item 1. They don't do damage. Let's check out my favorite website, WoW Logs, and take a random top 50 full BIS Shadow Priest log for Phase 1 and 2 Molten Core. Wow, nice overall damage. Not bad. And with full world buffs too. You should be very proud. Now, Jarvis, show me Uber Danger's logs. You see what I mean? Even if you are a top contender on Shadow Priest, your talents are utterly wasted because somewhere on the other side of the globe is a Moroccan-Danish stoner, spending up to 60 seconds of fight not swinging at the boss, and you are still only just barely clearing his damage. And also, because I'm a dick... WoW Logs is for pussies and bitches, by the way. Item 2. They can't do
Uber
damage.
Danger just
What do I
catching
mean by
hands so far
well,
this video.
unlike every other version of WoW that exists in the vast WoW-scape, this game has a debuff cap of 16, which is bad. And when you can only have 16 debuffs on a boss, you typically want to use the slots on the best debuff available. And sure, Shadow Word Pain might be responsible for like 20% of a Shadow Priest damage, but you cannot divide by 0. And let's face it, Shadow Word Pain is just not Thunder Armor now, is it? The game is rigged.
really is
you
not.
brought Dental Floss to a gunfight, and you are quite literally not allowed to play.
I do
and
like
even
applying
if
my
you
Thunder
were to
Armor.
somehow get into a raid by the grace of a loon, you're probably going to be
Reroll
told
warrior?
by us and say, hey, don't let me catch you going all out, okay? This guy needs to Sunder Armor.
Me hit boss.
Item 3. They won't
Me do hit
damage?
boss.
This is just how it is, okay? No self-respecting guild is ever going to gear a Shadow Priest into the position of being able to pump, because that gear is just going to go to literally any other person who can take it. C'est la vie. So why am I gearing a Shadow Priest? Well, Mage Me from another timeline ate the brain of Shadow Priest Me from
when it
another
comes to WoW
timeline. And by
content,
me
you can't
eating the
just make
Mage Me's
content.
brain,
You
I
need to write
gained
a
both their
story
memories
into
and
the
abilities.
content. I have like my own
It's really
OC
important for me
in
to
my
be cinematic
own
universe
videos,
here. Like, I
because I'm
need you to
fucking
understand
lame.
this concept. But more importantly, if I want Glaives of Azeroth priority in TBC, I need a Shadow Priest ult. And I realize that I have now left you with more questions, but if you look down, you'll notice this is the part where you've actually become entangled in another great web, which will surely have a payoff in which I'm definitely releasing this year. Haha. I hope I don't get scammed. Listen, focus. All
I'm
you need to
holding
know
out
right
for it.
now is
I'm
that
holding
it is
out for it.
imperative to my World of Warcraft career's continuance I not only learn how to play Shadow Priest, but play it at a competitive level, or at the very least learn how to cheese WoW logs to make it look like I'm playing at a competitive level.
Lurker below. I love that
The
fight.
final boss of Anchorage drops a ring, which is so good for Shadow Priests, it's still Biss next expansion for an entire phase. Meaning, if I can secure this ring right now, I will be so many numbers of steps ahead, you guys, when we're raiding Karazhan next expansion.
She does
and
like
Ring
to
of
be
Recurrence
numbers.
drops, I can go, everyone, I'm passing. I already got my Biss. Dude, you're so thoughtful.
What a team player.
You definitely deserve Glaives.
I'm going to send you all my gold.
Well, thanks for watching, guys, for watching the video.
Hi, Asmongold.
Yeah, I'm gonna look so cool. But back to reality. How the fuck do you get into a raid as a Shadow Priest when not even a GDKP will take you? Well,
Cloud?
I have the answer. You lie.
Oh. Oh, my priest.
So this is my Shadow Priest alt, Vileplume. Hi, I'm Vileplume, and if I'm being completely honest here, I could give a fuck about playing anything other than Rogue. As such, Vileplume is your modern, no lamp grow, no artificial, no quests, no meaningful journey, boosted to 60 in 48 hours. No,
I remember that clip.
This alt goes against everything I know and love about my classic experience. But for Glaives, we do what we must. For Glaives, we will turn to the shadow. Or I guess the light in this case. I mean, it is a miracle my priest looks this good considering they're only like a week old. 3-piece Bloodvine set.
Wow.
Sash of Whispered Secrets.
Wow.
Cloak of Consumption, which is literally Biss. Are you kidding me? This might be the coldest a Shadow Priest has ever looked after 50 hours of gameplay. A story for every piece of gear acquired. I recorded none of it. No.
Oh.
You guys, I am so many levels of undercover, you have no idea. I'm a rogue, masquerading as a Shadow Priest, masquerading as a Holy Priest, masquerading as a guy online, and all this just to avoid healing? Yes. Healing sucks. Hello? It's that simple. I'm not even going on a tangent where I
she's
show
not
me
wrong.
working and do a bunch of jokes about why healing
Healing sucks.
The sky is fucking blue, okay? You wanna fight me about that? I will smite you. Literally, I will smite you. I'm not in a holy spec to heal. I am going to spam smite, the only offensive single target holy spell, and let the light do the rest. And when I say spam smite, I mean cast it like 5 times and go because this spell sucks. Why does it cost so much mana? Oh, you thought shadow DPS sucked? Wait till you see my patented smite priest. And I'm only you won't see me at all. Because I'm a rogue. If you look at the DPS meters and see a holy priest at the bottom, what do? You ignore it. Actually, you don't even ignore it. Your conscious brain doesn't even acknowledge it. You subconsciously glance over it. Because a holy priest being at the bottom of a DPS meter is not a red flag. It is my green disguise. I am right where I should be, hidden in plain sight. Now let's smite some fucking bugs.
That is actually big brain.
Welcome to Anchorage. So the first boss of Anchorage is the Prophet Scarum. You must interrupt his 1-second AoE explosion. You must polymorph the people he mind controls. And when he spawns illusions, you must focus them. If you ignore any of these mechanics, you are fucking griefing. I am fucking griefing. But just look at
As
these
you
numbers.
should be,
When do
Barny.
you ever get to see a smite priest pop up? And I'm Well, that was fun. Except my cover is totally going to be blown here because this raid is filled with fucking scrubs. Gul'dan Ramsey can get a pass. He barely leaves Fel's kitchen, but how am I meant to hide at the bottom of the DPS meter if I'm pumping harder than 9 other DPS as a fucking smite priest? I'm getting stressed, guys. You don't get it. If I get caught here, it's not just ejection I face, okay? It's a full-blown ban from every GDKP in the Grobulous GDKP network as they all share a blacklist. GDKP is serious business. Right there. How else is anyone gonna launder their gold that they've... The next encounter is Silithid Royalty. You can kill the 3 bugs in any order, but only the last one you kill drops loot. As such, you typically want to kill Kree last, as he drops the most valuable items, so 9 times out of 10 your encounter will look a little something like this. You start by focusing Princess Yaosh first, because her AoE fear is fucking annoying.
I only
Not
did
that
this
I would
fight
know.
for this
Next you focus
raid
Vem, the
once,
easiest
so
of the
I
3,
don't
but watch out for his
know
charge
or
move.
recognize any of these
It's
fights.
fucking brutal. Also, I'm Finally, we deal with Kree. With his AoE melee cleave and AoE ranged poison, there is nowhere Kree cannot get you. And because he is the last bug alive, he is now dealing double damage with increased attack speed. I'm sorry, Sensei, but for this bug, I'm going to have to go all... And I'm Well, that was fun. Also, when Kree dies, he drops poison all around him, which is guaranteed to kill at least one noob who just couldn't wait to see the loot. Lol. Next up is Battleguard Sartora, or as I like to call it, the Blender. At any given time, Sartora can just start spinning on your shit, dealing insane damage. Which wouldn't be so bad if she wasn't flanked by 3 fuckers who can cause utter chaos with their knockback. In an organized raid, the 3 ads will be grouped, stun-locked, and bursted down on pull, so you can just focus Sartora. In this raid, it was open season on scrubs.
Oh, fuck, we don't have
Oh, that's wonderful. That looks amazing.
I tried, buddy. I tried.
Hold her steady.
God, I fucking miss being a rogue.
You heard it. Stay in.
See? It's fine.
It was a hard-fought battle. We had suffered many casualties at the hands of the Blender, but ultimately, we stood victorious.
That went a lot better than expected.
You got your secret weapon in the raid, that's why.
Yeah, Jay?
Yeah.
What?
Jay.
Now we move on to the Gauntlet, a long corridor teeming with bugs. So many bugs, so
Many
many
bugs.
bugs, so many
It's
bugs.
okay, don't
I am
think about it.
pressing Holy Nova. I am out DPSing mages. Don't worry, guys. Save your mana for the real challenge up ahead.
And Chris, the Unyielded.
What horrible mechanics lie in wait? You just stand and hit. But honestly, this might be my favorite
Why-
fight in the raid. What?
I
Just hear me
never
out,
realized
okay?
there was a
This raid
Dunsparce in the raid.
fucking sucks. Like, every single fight has you running around chasing the boss like a dickhead. It's awful. But on this fight, this one fight, I can just pump. And when the ads come in right at the end and you get to group up and press Sapper, I don't have a Sapper, but when you get to press Holy Nova in a raid encounter, it's just so refreshing. And I'm and I'm moo, and I'm moo meadows. And now we move on to the most controversial encounter in the entire raid. I am, of course, talking about Viscodus. Firstly, this boss deals so much nature damage, it was mandatory during progression to bring an entire nature resist set. This set would be a monstrous amalgamation of expensive bind-on-equip items, crafted items, and low eye-level boss drops. And you're probably thinking, well, wouldn't that affect your damage? And here's the fun part. This boss, this festering glob, this gelatinous pest, is immune to all damage. Feel free to pump into Viscodus as much as you see fit, his health bar will never deplete. This is because you must first hit Viscodus with 200 individual instances of frost damage to freeze him. Now, for casters, this is great. You just get the cheapest, fastest frost one and go crazy. For rogues, you have to farm the final boss of Razorfen Crawl for not 1, but 2 Cold Rage daggers, and then also buy disproportionately expensive frost oil, all to have an 18% chance to deal 1 instance of frost damage per swing. The range bias
This
in this
sounds
game
like a
has been clear as
combination
day
of
since
both fun
2004.
and painful.
Once frozen, you must now hit Viscodus with 75 melee hits to shatter him into 20 finally vulnerable blobs. Kill as many blobs as you can before they rejoin in the middle, and you have to do this all over again. Luckily, this is classic, and everyone is an engineer, so you just sapper everything for an easy 1 phase. That's right, there is no part of this fight where you actually get to play. Look, Mum, my mana is full. The next boss encounter is Princess Hooharan. She has
Greetings.
mechanics.
Hello, Pim. Feel free to lurk. We're watching a video I've been looking forward to.
You pretty much just stand and hit.
Joe really just not notice these 10 dead people. 4 resos just ran away.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have raid frames open. It's difficult for me to know.
Oh my god. How do you heal?
Huh?
What?
It was at this moment
Heal?
I had been busted. Anyway, I'm still not gonna heal. As it turns out, the raid leader, who I know to be a pretty good player actually, is the pilot responsible for this bottom fragging scrub rogue. And despite being told I couldn't play Shadow, this was Bring Your Rat to Raid Day, apparently. So now I'm just stuck playing Smite Breeze. I could have actually been Shadow. No one would have done anything. This ruse was for nothing. And now I have to explain Twin Emperor's mechanics? I'm not doing
Oh
it.
goodness,
Oh,
I
God, I'm definitely
remember
not explaining
watching
this fight
Snow
either.
Mercy
I'm also not even
just
participating.
run that
Goodbye, cruel
one
world.
bait
Who the
boss
fuck
over and
soul-stoned
over
me?
again.
Is there no rest for the wicked? Honestly.
You'll betray your friends.
Cthulhu, darling, I'm a smite priest. I've been betraying them this... Wait, have I been under Cthulhu's influence this whole time? Oh god, I've been intentionally griefing my friends who graciously allowed my rat priest to come to this raid super last minute. And now I'm dying on purpose to sandbag even harder? What have I become? What should I do? There's only one encounter left. How do I make this right? Should I... 2, 1. Should I heal?
Oh, that'd be painful. Don't do that.
No. Wow,
No.
says I'm pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many times can I even cast smite? Never run the damage me and never run the mic. Cause you know I'm undercover, bitch, I'm keeping outside. And I'm always out of mana, but I'm getting hella gas. Cause the number that this website gave me tells me that you're trash. So I'm popping up and never healing, bitch, I am the best. They asked me if I could play holy, I told them, bitch, yes.
My mana is low.
And you're trash, 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 trash. And that's how I got Abyss Ring on my Shadow Priest. It's all coming together. And
Hold up. Wait, I need to stop. Barny, who wrote that for Barny? Who mixed that for Barny? Because like, okay, they're talented. I get it. They can make a great story and all that, and they're not above, doing whatever to make an interesting video. But I need to know who they approached. Like, hey, I need to sing a song about how I'm a horrible garbage smite priest. Can you make it a bop though? Because that would be like kind of neat. I need in on those DMs.
And we'll check in for more Vile Plume subplot later, but because I'm so cool and popular and I'm just doing cool and popular shit like all the time, I actually have yet another place to be.
Okay, this is the stream I
Mirage
remember.
Raceway. Once there was racing here. Now
there's a pool.
only a few stalwart racers and fans remain. Until now.
A race to the end of the
May 15th, 6 p.m. Multiple races featuring competition by class, variations of consumes and chance abilities, fun run for all attendees. And my favorite part, 800 golden prize money. Well, I think I know
Yeah,
what
I remember
I'll
I
be doing at
just
6 p.m. on May 15th.
I remember just stumbling on this. I was before we were living together, I was at Huns, and I don't know why I originally asked to borrow. No, I originally asked to borrow a laptop because I was still trying to finish leveling Classic, so I'd be at max level for TBC because it was right around the corner. And I just remember like, oh, Barney streaming, and I just put it on, and I just watched this entire series of races. I don't remember everything, but I remember enough.
However, if you think I am just going to go into this race unprepared, I beg you, rewatch my entire catalog of WoW videos with ad block off, sub to my Twitch channel, buy my merch, and then reevaluate who the fuck you think it is you're watching. I will be racing against every other rogue who shows up, but this isn't just a race. This is a virtual measuring contest. And I'm a dagger user. So I need to not only beat every other rogue, I need to decimate every other rogue. I need every other rogue to know, I'm nothing like you other rogues. I'm clicking my shit and you still couldn't go log for log. I got a Realm First playing on a Steam Deck. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm sipping straight Saronite battling Eldritch Horrors. My mount so fast it make that global cooldown feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, you stupid piece of shit. I've been running laps around this course all day, optimizing my route for maximum efficiency. But that's not all. I've amassed an array of tricks and trinkets, anything and everything to give me that extra edge in the competition. The nifty stopwatch, which I acquired during leveling last year, will finally be dusted off to grant 40% move speed for 10 seconds.
Which is
the
pretty
Skull
good.
of Impending Doom, also acquired during leveling last year, in the same zone no less, will too be dusted off. Are you liking this RP? For 60% move speed
I'm
for
loving
10
this RP.
seconds.
Keep it
Goblin
up.
Rocket Boots, if I'm lucky, won't explode and will grant 70% move speed for 20 seconds. Hold on one moment. Okay, where were
Good
we?
job.
Oh yeah, these suspicious potions I bought from a shady salesman allegedly will give me 50% move speed for 15 seconds. Heading over to the rogue trainer, I can unlearn my talents to spec into preparation so I can reset the cooldown of sprint. And now to go to Stranglethorn for the final ingredient. As I boarded the blimp, I was met with my biggest fans, Dawnbreakers. You might remember this guild from the Peace Bloom DKP, now on their way to drop a hard buff on Yojimba Isle, which just so happens to be the one world buff I'm missing and where I was headed anyway. Wow, how did I get so lucky?
Wow.
Hey, Dawnbreakers. Heart, good luck in your expedition.
I'll pillage your mom. Oh, sorry. Fresh out a peace balloon for you.
Sad face.
Gross is Barny.
Gross.
Can I join a group for a portal to Thunderblood?
No.
Oh.
Luckily, not everyone is a dick like these guys. I picked up the final ingredient, a Zanza potion of swiftness for 20% flat move speed, leeched the heart buff, and took a portal back to Thunderbluff to continue my training. With preparation like this, I cannot possibly lose.
Somebody getting
It was a clear, arid evening at the Mirage Raceway, the bleachers audibly creaking and heaving under the weight of too many Tauren. The excitement palpable on the dry air. And I know I say this every time, but just look at this turnout. Grobulus, you've done it again. Humans and orcs united as one for an evening of high-octane speed racing. It matters not your race at the racetrack, for there is one thing at the racetrack you are measured by: your speed. Someone's getting their shit kicked in by this chicken. It's Roxy! And let's just say I'm glad I don't have to race in the warrior bracket because the Flash is in attendance, ladies and gentlemen. All this footage was filmed before that Ezra Miller stuff. Vinland, this is not a good look. Just trying to flex your gold stack on the stream. I'm gonna boil you alive. So let's go over how the race I'm running in will work. In stark contrast to the no spells, no abilities, no items, Fox only, final destination race I am currently using as B-roll footage, my race is going to be a full fun allowed ordeal. One by one, each class moves up to start their race, leaving around 20 seconds in between each class bracket so that, you know, this thing doesn't take all night because 2 races per class. You gotta wait for each class to go around the whole track. If we did this one by one, we would actually be here all night. Once the race is finished, each winner from their respective class then lines up for a winners only screenshot, followed by a special gift given by Gul'dan himself. I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. No. I have butterflies in my stomach. My palms are sweaty. There's vomit on my tablet already. Chill wind Yeti. Wish me luck. I'm not gonna need it.
Rogues, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
So right out the gate, we opened with Goblin Rocket Boots, which luckily didn't explode. I lost around a second from hitting my Deafen macro, which also makes me jump for some reason, but that's okay. I've already climbed my way into first place because Goblin Rocket Boots are faster than Sprint, which most of these rogues naively opened with. Also unrelated, but I just love looking back at post-Scarab Lord acquisition, but pre-Scarab Lord video release footage where I'm just baiting literally everyone who decides to whisper me about Scarab Lord. I got that fucking mount, I didn't even get to use it because I didn't want to spoil the ending. Next, I popped my first sprint,
I remember
and at
that.
the same time, I unequipped my rocket boots to put on my swift boots, which I forgot to mention in my list earlier, but that section is already edited and timed perfectly to the background music for optimal pacing, so just deal with it. As I drank my swiftness potion, I noticed specs coming up on the inside of the track, and fast. I popped preparation to reset the cooldown of sprint, but Specs overtook me with his second sprint. Riding the ambiguous inside of the track was a smart technique, but unfortunately for Specs, I'm the fucking goat. He quickly fell behind off screen along with the warrior bracket as I comboed the end of my sprint into the nifty stopwatch. At this point, I had a considerable, nigh unbeatable lead and was literally lapping people in other brackets. So much for the Flash, Finland. But I still wasn't done. My swift boots, now ready for action, provided me a short burst of move speed, and once that buff was over, I put my final move to use, the Skull of Impending Doom. The hours of training and time spent amassing these items had bought me a considerable lead, and I was now able to just coast to the end of the track. But if I might dedicate this victory to something, let the record show that it was not my meticulous planning or rigorous training that secured me this victory. Finish! But the crushed up amphetamines Meon put into my ice cream cone not moments before the race started. Meon, my friend, I could not have done it without you.
They got that good
circle,
shit.
If you would like to give us a cheer, a growl, a yell, a flex, whatever you think looks best.
After the event, I was mailed my share of the winnings, 78 gold and 57 silver, minus 3 gold for the potions, minus 3 gold for the swift boots, minus 50 gold for the respec, minus 600 gold for the shadow priest ring. So all in all, a pretty good day of playing World of Warcraft. But before I go to bed, let's take a moment to talk about my guild. Now, the plan for Final Boss was always to disband at the end of Classic. That's not to say most of us aren't sticking together going into TBC, but you know how guilds go. Cliques form, rivalries establish, loot drama causes splinters, and at the end of the day, Final Boss had already served its original purpose. We had secured the record for the most number of Scarab Lords in one guild, and we had secured every realm first raid clear. Working together under the best leadership I've ever seen in a guild, we did some downright incredible things. But even incredible things must come to an end. In the weeks leading up to the Final Boss Awards night, where we would officially disband and go our separate ways, those who were planning on sticking around for what would essentially become Final Boss 2 were able to anonymously submit new potential guild names and logos, and whichever got the most votes would win. But the thing with really good World of Warcraft players is, typically speaking, they don't have a fucking creative bone in their body. No flame. I mean, just listen to Kurthos doing karaoke.
I just want to say it now and trying to rind up drama, little mama, don't want to take your man.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in there if I was you.
But I'm trying to tell what it can't be treated like clientele because they said she's delicious.
This guy can frame perfect stance, dance, wave dash with Japanese ping, but ask him to catch the beat and it's like trying to get blood from a stone. All that is to say, when I tell you these names and logos sucked, I'm actually doing them a favor by underselling the reality of the utter creative bankruptcy I was forced to experience. You think I'm overselling it? Here was my submission that was winning by an uncontested landslide. Like, are you serious? And reminder, this was an anonymous submission contest. This wasn't winning because people wanted to side with me, the content creator. This was winning because every other submission sucked.
I mean, to be fair,
but that night,
I feel like everyone knew that was Barney's.
After everyone had gone to bed, disaster struck. Terror,
how often
the
has she used
true
it?
owner and GM of Final Boss, one of the most chaotic people I have ever played with, decided to do something pretty fucking funny. He kicked every single person from the guild, locked the Discord, and logged off.
I don't care. Elemental Mastery, Chain Lightning, Frostbite.
I awoke to utter chaos, but much worse than that, I awoke to a new guild name, and it wasn't sample text. The only leadership online during the Terror Orc Crisis event, those who would have to pick up the pieces and form the new guild, were obviously not concerned with who won the shitty Discord naming contest. They were concerned with setting up a guild and a Discord and all the permissions and all the bureaucracy bullshit that comes with that stuff, and they just had to use the pieces they had at the time. And so it was that Final Boss ended, and in its place emerged Murmur.
Wow, nice name.
Wow.
Dude, does this name suck or what? Murmur?
Yeah.
Like, the last boss of Shadow Labyrinth? Is this guy even that sick? Let me check his lore. Yeah, this guy is not sick, you guys. Ooh, he's so powerful. When he got summoned, he blew up Arkandun. Guys, Illidan is in this expansion, you know that, right? Like, the bar for sick guys is pretty high. Murmur? Later that evening, with the bitter taste of the name Murmur still settling on our tongues, we made the long trek up Hyjal Mountain to stand at the foot of Nordrassil for the Guild Awards as planned. An evening of celebration for all we as a collective have achieved.
I don't think any other guild can say that they did the same things that we were able to do.
But also a time to recognize individuals for their unique contributions to the guild.
I don't really cry that much, but
I took home the award for Scarab War MVP, delicious, but in truth, the guild awards were just a distraction. Final Boss is far too infamous to simply just disband in Hyjal after a cute night of autofellation. Pre-patch drops tomorrow. This was our final chance for a final ride as Final Boss. What you are witnessing here is 80 level 60 Horde players about to storm Ironforge and kill King Magni Bronzebeard. It's going to be a complete and utter massacre.
Doing 90 in the Prius trying to make it.
Teleporting to Orgrimmar, we took a flight path to Splinter Tree Outpost in Ashenvale. You normies probably don't know what it's like to have assassin squads tracking down your every move, even to the peaks of Hyjal Mountain during a guild event, no less. But just know that summonless operations like this require a carefully planned route. Why Splinter Tree Outpost and not Zorm Strand if our target is the Orbadine Pier in Darkshore? So we can run through Astronar to make it look like we're targeting Night Elf territory? Anyone tracking us at this point would assume assume we are leading an attack onto Teldrassil by way of Darkshore.
To be fair, I would have
we're
attacked
heading in the
Teldrassil.
opposite direction to Menethil Harbor. Menethil Harbor, of course, because
I don't care how
whilst
that looks, I
Ironforge
would
is closer,
burn
this
that
still
tree down
leaves room
in
for the
Classic.
Alliance to ponder a
If
Stormwind
between
mix-up.
it was
We
between
did
them and
just pass by
Ironforge, no, we're going
Teldrassil
after the
all,
tree.
So who's to say we won't pass by the obvious choice again?
Who's excited, not even for pre-patch, for the auction house to come back up tomorrow?
I tried! Once we made it to Dunmorrow, however, that was when it became clear what our intentions were. Our spies were already reporting a large Alliance defense bolstering in Ironforge, allegedly 100 men strong.
Oh my god, dude, this is the most Dwarven Overlords I've ever seen, and they're all in Ironforge right now.
Dwarven Overlords, the most badass roleplay guild on Grobulus. They don't fuck around. Every Sunday they host a meeting to update their Great Book of Grudges, a sort of kill-on-sight list, if you will, and most of us are definitely in this book. Always
Barney's
in
on it.
character. If you want to deal with the dwarves, you have to do it on their terms. When I wanted to get this very shot, for example, I had to organize all of this in roleplay. So I had a diplomatic meeting in Menethil Harbor
State
to
what you
discuss,
need,
hey,
Undead.
can I like come and film in Ironforge? And the takeaway was, well, yeah, but if we see you, we're gonna kill you. And they did, but just look at that shot. Ah, cinema. Once again, putting my life on the line for the shot, I crept up the mountain to the gates of Ironforge. Bad idea, but just look at that shot. Ah, cinema. As final boss were fighting tooth and nail in the entrance choke point, I received a res, only to be immediately one-shot by a rogue. Helplessly gazing on in horror for minutes, I watched as the Alliance not only defended the gates of Ironforge, but completely overwhelmed us too. According to sweaty PvP add-ons, there were as many as 250 Alliance at this time, 3 Alliance for every one of us. And to make matters even worse, our raids were split, making the classic mass res plus sapper strat completely ineffective. Well, so with the Alliance gathering around my corpse like that scene in Spider-Man 2, I executed Operation Distract. Greetings, I said, standing confidently before the Alliance. Hello there. And as expected, they took the bait. Their long bouts of mind control drawing the attention of yet more defenders, all eager to get a piece of the famous beekeeper, was just the distraction we needed to get an advantageous position. Once enough of the Alliance were split, I uttered the go phrase, "Let it rip," and fled the scene. What followed next was the video game equivalent of a sucker punch, a concentrated bombardment of sappers and AoE abilities, which completely obliterated the Alliance vanguard. We had taken them by surprise, and now was the time to push forward into the city. Clearing the gates of Ironforge, we stormed the main atrium and ducked into a nearby alleyway. So close to the throne room now, all we had to do was kill this long trail of guards and then engage King Magni Bronzebeard. Unfortunately, I didn't quite make it to the AoE spot. The Alliance swooped in for another wipe, and at this point, morale had taken critical damage. Something I've noticed about very good WoW players is that if they become accustomed to an environment where losing simply doesn't occur, they will eventually be unable to stomach the very notion of a loss, much less the reality of one. If one wipe in Nax is considered unacceptable, a taboo so nefarious your bloodline will forever inherit your shame, it's pretty easy to see why half our numbers had already simply just logged off. After the grand blunder that was Silithus, where every Alliance guild turned on each other to the demise of their entire faction, the Alliance had finally come together to defeat an ancient evil. 7 Sages, Damage Networks, Obsidian Sun Company, Dwarven Overlords, Clover Club, Sundered, After Dark, Moonblade Sentinels, Phoenix Down, and so many more had made a grand stand at Ironforge to defeat the final boss of Grobulus. And with that, we can say goodbye to my classic guild. Final boss is dead. Long live Final Boss, 80 deep in Ironforge. Anyway, I slipped out the fucking back. I heard they were camping people's corpses and they were camping the graveyard, so you couldn't even spirit revive.
There's so many fucking
Yeah, no thanks. I will take the train to Stormwind. Zoning into the Deep Run tram station, I happened upon Nymeria, the only druid I respect.
Oh,
and it just seemed poetic. An unlikely Alliance
Wasn't
friendship
there
served
just
as
a
the foundation
story?
on which I
Yes.
built an empire. And now, at the end of
You
this
alluded-
journey,
they-
it was
she
an
alluded to
unlikely
this.
Alliance friendship which would see me off.
Like in the
I never
previous
thought
video.
I'd go into pre-patch side by side with an elf, but side by side with a friend? Now that I can do. So long, Classic. And thanks for all the... This is not the end of the video, by the way. The Burning Crusade pre-patch had landed.
Choose
Wait,
expansion.
have they turned off my anti-aliasing? Yes, they did, and so much more. If you haven't played through a World of Warcraft pre-patch in your time as a gamer, you've probably been spending your time wisely. But allow me to give you the rundown anyway. It's basically where the game is updated to the next expansion's framework, but the next expansion's content is still inactive. But just because we can't access the next expansion's content doesn't mean to say there aren't new features to explore. Take for example the Dark Portal in the Blasted Lands, one of the most iconic locations in Warcraft history. It's now green.
Oh, they went and made it woke.
You can now link spells in chat.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I need to go back to that.
It's now green.
Oh, they...
Hold on. Gender ambiguity? Anti-Christian imagery? Green New Deal? The slippery slope to becoming queer? Oh no, this is... I don't know if we can go in there. That seems dangerous.
When it made it woke.
You can now link spells in chat. Anal. And honor gains in Battlegrounds are completely fucked.
Wow, wait, what?
Now that level 70 is the game's internal max level, level 60 Battlegrounds aren't worth shit. Win or lose, such little honor is now gained that before my very own eyes, over the course of a 9-hour session, I saw the most despicable meta form. You just AFK. Yes, the situation was so dire, it was actually more efficient, more honor per hour, to just AFK, lose, and go next. And then naturally, because everyone wants to be the team that is AFKing, no one is actually playing the fucking Battleground, making it take longer than if you had just played it as intended in the first fucking place. But that's besides the point. The real victim in all of this? Community manager Linksy. Imagine you're just minding your own fucking business, simply just doing your job, posting some bug fixes to the forums, and then you get swarmed by ravenous fucking beasts.
Didn't ask.
Fix the honor, or I'm AFK until launch. No one cares. Fix the honor.
Where honor?
Like,
Is this... Wait, is this... Is this my... I feel like this has to be, like, a reference. Like, no, it was a shit show, obviously.
134 honor for every win?
Blizzard, you are a joke.
Blizzard, I think we should
fix the Battlegrounds.
Everyone knows
It's not supposed to be probably just mad. Seriously, Blizzard, don't mind me just necroing this post for a video. Lol. Yeah, the Battlegrounds weren't really worth the trouble, which is a shame because pre-patch gave me Mutilate and I really wanted to one-shot some noobs. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to do things the old-fashioned way, standing outside Maradon, spamming 1, waiting for a booster to exit the dungeon. You know the drill. Did Virgin and I camp outside this entrance until Battleground PvP was back on the menu? But of course. But if I might just rewind time just a bit, there was another thing the pre-patch added I just had to check out myself. In the ruins of Lordaeron, ignore this guy, we'll come back to him soon, I promise. There is now a portal to the elven city of Silvermoon, which itself is situated in the beautiful Eversong Woods. And what an utterly gorgeous zone, a treat for the eyes so rarely afforded to us Horde players. Sure, for you Alliance, it's all castles and culture, but I came up from the fucking dirt, literally. I'm not accustomed to this league of aesthetics. The golden leaves set against a perfect pink sky, the stunning marble architecture with its tasteful blood red accents, the necrotic wound running down the length of the okay, yeah, that's actually starting to feel a bit more like home. But I didn't come here just to smell the peace bloom. I wanted to do my part for the Horde and warmly welcome our new elf allies. Bearing gifts of gold and lucky charms, a small crowd had formed around me. It wasn't much, but if you've played WoW, you know just how far 1 gold can go on a fresh character. And the lucky charm is of course priceless.
Buy my merch.
It is.
Hey Barney, your Scarab Lord vid is why I started playing this game.
Hey, I've ruined this guy's life. I'm already in the pit, you understand? Like, you don't need to come down here with me. World of Warcraft is best experienced vicariously through anyone else. Just then, my Arathi Basin queue popped. It was another AFK fiesta. And when I got back, all the elves were naked. This is why I don't fuck with you elves. Never should have come here. It's like a fucking
that's normal for elves.
So how about that demon we saw back in Lordaeron, huh? What was that all about? Shadow Priests in pre-patch are really good. Like, how did we ever play without a Shadow Priest in our raid good? With the removal of debuff limits and a reimagined talent tree, Shadow Priests are now single-target powerhouses that can also heal the entire raid at the same time. And in TBC, we become even more powerful. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're here to talk about world bosses.
Problem with scantily clad. There's no problem. It's just what you expect.
There are many markers to signify a good guild, but what sets a good guild apart from a great guild, maybe even the best guild, is the ability to secure a world boss kill. World bosses combine the thrill of a PvE DPS check with the chaos of an overworld PvP objective. But because only one raid can get the tag, and the world boss comes with built-in pro-griefer mechanics, it becomes the most insane every guild for itself battle of attrition the game has to offer. And when you take into account the fact these bosses only spawn at best once a week, you have on your hands the ultimate test of your guild's coordination, execution, and willpower. I have literally had times where I wake up, fuck around at Kazakh for 12 hours, go to bed, only to wake up and still be in the same war of attrition. And what could possibly be worth all that stress and repetition, you're probably thinking? Best in slot gear? Naturally.
Yeah.
Despite being released earlier in the game's life cycle, some of the items world bosses can drop are so good, should you acquire them, you wouldn't replace them until several phases into the next expansion. Which brings me to the Fel-infused legs. Dropped by Lord Kazakh, these shadow damage pants are just insane. When I say bis, I mean big. So I got to thinking, it's pre-patch. World boss loot has largely been outscaled by raiding gear, and layers are at an all-time high. Surely, if I just go to the blasted lands and hop from layer to layer, eventually I will get lucky. Wow, I can't believe I got lucky. And now for my favorite part, the part where I get to pass my selfish actions off as entirely selfless for good merit and glaive prio. Near enough, my entire guild has class swapped for TBC because they are class traitors, and as such, they're not going to say no to the opportunity to come get world boss loot on their freshly dinged 60s. So come on guys, let's kill this world boss.
Come on guys, it'll be fun.
Let's all gear up together. Now let's talk boss mechanics. You must heal through his Shadow Bolt volley. You must cleanse his mana draining curse. And don't forget, you're on the clock. If you do not kill Lord Kazakh before 3 minutes, you will die. If you go you will die. And worst of all, if you die, he will heal for 1/5 of his health and free cast another Shadow Bolt volley. So do not die. Such mechanics require perfect execution at the very minimum, but honestly, this fight is so much easier when you don't have to also fight like 10 other guilds off at the same time.
Easy.
Nice, that was
Very good.
clean. What we got? Unfortunately, my pants did not drop, but then I remembered that other big demon currently running around Lordaeron. What's his deal? He looks exactly like this guy.
He's just
turns
being a
out
bro.
It's because he's just a copy-paste of Lord Kazakh. Same mechanics, same loot, just able to spawn in a few different locations during pre-patch. This is perfect. So I convinced the raid to continue this world boss train to Lordaeron. Come on guys, 5 minutes, in and out, 1 pull, 1 kill, just like we did here. How hard could it be? So we roll up to Lordaeron and pull the boss. And as expected, it's just a fucking easy 1 pull. It's just another dub for Murmur. Those pants are so close I can taste them. Wait, no, that low level just joined combat. No, you fool, you're gonna die. No. Oh, bosses.
Well.
So next pull, we tank the boss off to the side and kindly ask the low levels to fucking know their place. Alas, noobs will be noobs. And now that the boss was for the first time since spawning actually being attempted in earnest by a visibly competent raid, the rats came a-squeaking. He says he's got gold. You're gonna die in 1 hit, dude. You're not in a raid. Just get out. No. With tensions building in the looking for group chat and randoms upset that they weren't being invited, it was chaos for the next 20 minutes. Obviously, we weren't going to be able to secure a kill under such conditions. So whilst the children were tiring themselves out in their cute little pugs, we got to work summoning reinforcements to double our numbers. Once our raid was full and the rats were on 2-minute resurrection timers, we swooped in to secure the kill. And it's just another easy server first for these grobulous legends.
Thanks everyone who came out today to let Murmur know they're not welcome.
What is it fuck me for?
They are not our faction.
Who even are you? Alas, my pants went undropped yet again.
Also
What's a
confused.
Shadow Priest to do? Because I'm not about to spend the next 2 weeks going from layer to layer scouting for world bosses. Oh, fuck. So I spent the next 2 weeks going from layer to layer scouting for world bosses. When I got a hit, I summoned in the crew of class traitors to feed them easy gear. Hey, remember in Scarab Lord episode 3 when I said, I'm gonna kill Azhagos? Well, I meant it. Any world boss can catch these hands because any world boss scouted and killed is more goodwill for me. And I will get those glaives.
Oh, Moosey, did you lose that roll?
Sometimes we were successful with a quick 1 pull. Other times we had to fight tooth and nail for what was rightfully ours. But when it came to Kazakh, there was one constant. No pants. Why? No pants.
No
Kazakh,
pants.
please, just drop your pants.
No pants.
No pants.
The loot's so bad.
That's rough.
That was fun. That was fun. I'm not
Right,
gonna
who's
lie.
getting the demonic runes? Click comes. Who's getting demonic runes? 2 weeks later, I have killed 4 Azuragoses, 4 High Lord Crawls, 7 Green Dragons, and 6 Kazakhs. And I am still without pants. I have spent near
Scandal.
enough every
On
waking
stream?
moment scouting world bosses. Don't believe me? Gaze in utter horror at my 8-layer round-the-clock surveillance, which even for me is a bit much. But someone's got to make the content, right? We can't all just watch it. So I log in at 7:51 a.m. to start my final shift. And who do I find standing right in front of me but Lord Kazakh himself? How did I ever get so lucky? Unfortunately for me, TBC drops in like 12 hours, and most people are either in bed resting up or out buying amphetamines. Usually when I'd find a world boss, the response time would be near instantaneous. But this time, it took nearly 45 minutes of me incessantly calling people on Discord, waking them up.
You fuck off.
To scrounge together just enough people for a sketchy pull. But I've only lost out on one world boss this entire patch, so my ego is in complete overdrive and I will have my pants. I mean, this is about Guild Legacy, guys. Are we as Murmur about to let anyone else have a world boss? I don't think so. So we pull the boss, and for the first minute, damage is good and we're on track for a kill. That's when a random rogue logs in and asks for an invite. Oh no! Could I have invited this random guy? Yes. Did I? No. I was bracing for the inevitable wipe, but luck must have been on my side because despite taking constant melee cleave and shadow bolts, this random rogue did not die. And when Lord Kazakh fell, he finally dropped his pants.
Yes! Yes!
That was glove and
handed over.
Get some pants. Yeah, you're fully clothed. Oh, hello.
March upon the dark portal to take the battle to the
RP servers are the
region.
best. Hands
Brothers
down.
and sisters, we begin our march for the Horde!
Are we there yet? So a few hours before the Dark Portal was due to open, the Grobulous Horde roleplay community had one final event planned.
Roleplay war to the Dark Portal.
Come celebrate the opening of the Dark Portal in true Grobulous tradition. Starting from Grommash Hold in Orgrimmar, we are going to roleplay walk all the way to the Dark Portal in Blasted Lands. A final contemplative send-off before we rid ourselves of that indescribable classic magic and take one step closer into the retail abyss. Oh, Orgrimmar, the ultimate constant reminder of just how populated this game was. Never once did the masses gathering for world buffs fail to amaze me. This game was alive 24/7 in a way I have never experienced before. And even now, at the end of Classic, at 10 a.m., this game is still giving me things I didn't know I needed, like seeing a line of bears waiting for a Zeppelin.
Surprised this platform can bear all the weight.
No, but he makes a good point. What's the weight capacity of a Zeppelin? Does anyone know? Boarding the blimp 120 strong, it was obvious we were testing the absolute limits of Goblin technology, but if we crash, at the very least, we won't have to experience the Burning Crusade. But yeah, we just, like, roleplay walked for several hours. I wish I had more to say, really, but I'm kind of grasping at straws trying to commentate over footage of people just walking. Like, we walked, and then we stopped at Karazhan for lunch. Like, this is very difficult. And yeah, I could write a good script and kind of tie everything up nicely, drawing parallels between this long roleplay walk and the long journey that is Classic, or maybe even the long journey that is
You don't
life in
want to. You
general.
just want to
But
walk.
guys,
Come on.
I just don't want to do that. Okay, fine.
Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that.
Here's the thing with this quote. I think it says so much that is the response while they're sitting under Warlords of Draenor, which they think we wanted. We don't want that.
Either. You think you do, but you don't.
From the very moment I could clumsily form etchings with a pencil, I was already telling stories. A dinosaur tried to kill me, but I killed him. I jumped on his head. Of course, this is an English translation of the original text, but as the author, I can promise you this translation is accurate and approved. 10th of July, 1998.
I wish I could get better at writing.
It's 2008. I'm studying English literature and language with theater studies on the side. Can I get a yikes? I didn't really have a plan, but I knew I wanted to tell stories or to write or act or both or something. I don't know. I'm 15, dude. What do you want from me?
But what I really want to do, like, really want to do,
is play World of Warcraft all night with my friends. Can I get a hell yeah? Patch 3.3 just dropped, dude. Have you been to the Forge of Souls? The first boss music, he comes in, he's like...
This took a sudden right turn.
And this is just the first boss of the first dungeon of the whole patch, and I haven't even started talking about Ice Crown Citadel, the raid yet. Best patch ever. How could school possibly compete? In here, I can be Decidius, Blood Elf Paladin, Defender of the Horde, and Anomalous Catalyst of Strange Occurrences? You see, it was around this time I first became aware of my curse, my... chaos aura, let's call it. For some reason, when I'm in a video game, inexplicably random and oftentimes incomprehensible events unfold before me. I don't know why this happens, but something about the way I candidly, honestly interact with virtual spaces seems to make them malfunction. Like I'm the glitch. I mean, you telling me people don't look at Barny Beekeeper like the motherfucking glitch? Like I shouldn't even be here? Dude, I was on the side of the box the whole time. I digress. It's in my code. My friends have told me...
Partying with you in an MMO makes me feel like I've taken the Wild Wasteland perk.
Yes.
Okay. Here I am on Twitch.television accidentally clipping through the elevator in Serpent Shrine Cavern and managing to get up into the rafters. That's pretty cool, right? Wrong. For the next week, because I had inadvertently discovered new speedrun tech, I was contacted by geeks asking me how I did it non-stop. Why am I haunted by a malevolent QR tester? On one fateful night, I queued up to tank Halls of Reflection alongside one of my friends, and considering this is one of my stories, the start was actually pretty good. We had slain the first two bosses and were making our way to the final encounter. For those that don't know, the last boss of this instance has you making your escape from the titular Lich King, who is slowly marching towards you with a one-shot aura. As Arthas raises the dead and ice walls to thwart your escape, you must kill waves of ads so that Sylvanas or Jaina can focus on the walls. If you fail the DPS check and don't bring down the walls in time, Arthas catches you, and it's game over, bitch. Unfortunately, on this run, my group wasn't up to the task. The Lich King caught up to us, and he clipped through us, and kept walking, and we cheated death. What you are looking at here is the only known surviving screenshot of Decidius the Paladin in the midst of yet another kooky scenario. A screenshot that only survives because my friend put it on Facebook 2 years later. Huh? As we were all celebrating having cheated death, Arthur suddenly one-shots the entire party except me because I had just so happened to bubble right before he did that because... Of course I did. That was the night I made this YouTube channel that you're watching right now, Decidius. Was taken because someone took the URL. How does that always happen?
How dare
It's like 2008. YouTube was barely a thing. I had decided to share with the world of Warcraft my strange adventures, my cursed dungeon runs, the guild dramas, all of it. And so I sat down to work. I opened Sony Vegas and looked at the blank project file before me. In here, I would craft my first video. In here, I would craft my masterpiece. Now, does anyone know how to make a video? It's 2019. Following my growing disappointment with Warcraft due to, just to name a few things, the homogenization of classes, Activision, inconsistent character writing, terrible game mechanics, Activision, microtransactions, Activision, Volpera as a playable race, Activision, too many damn buttons, Activision. I had finally given up on World of Warcraft. Now, that's not to say I hadn't actually enjoyed World of Warcraft recently, for all the faults surrounding artifact power, the unnecessary abundance of legendaries and Biss gear being locked behind bullshit Titan forging RNG. The high highs of Legion truly made up for all of that. And I don't think enough people appreciate how badly they could have fucked this one up, especially knowing what we know now. Blizzard brought back a long since canonically dead beloved character, added new story to recontextualize existing canon, and completely risked desecrating the entire character's legacy on a crapshoot. But through good writing, all things are possible. They made us root so hard for this villain that now people mistakenly remember Illidan as a hero first. And okay, whilst it's not that simple and we love him regardless, let's not pretend like this is a good guy. But that's good writing. Good writing makes you empathize with a villain. Good writing makes you appreciate, love a villain. But make no mistake, this is a villain. This was never a story about Illidan's redemption. This was always a story about Illidan's commitment to his condemnation, how he utilized his deal with the devil to take revenge on the devil himself. So badass. This is not
I'm
a
trying to figure out
heroic
how we got to this
self-sacrifice.
point.
This is one last true-to-character self-serving act of vengeance. This is a villain getting exactly what he wanted no matter the cost. Racism, slavery, torture, murder, genocide, every despicable choice, every sacrifice not his to make leads him to his goal. And we applaud him when he gets there. That, my friends, is the genius character writing of Legion. So just imagine my dismay when BFA happens. Where Legion had you hooked wanting to know what would happen next out of excitement, BFA had you questioning why any of it was happening at all. And honestly, I'm not even trying to get that deep into it. BFA was just horrible. It was the worst expansion to date at the time, and coming off the Legion high made that seem even worse. I found the state of the game to be so poor, so far from what made me fall in love with it, that I questioned if the love was ever there to begin with. Was the magic once real, or was I just a dumb kid who fell for cheap parlor tricks? World of Warcraft, the rotting corpse of a once great monarch. But no king rules forever, only death is eternal. But Classic is launching, and they already got my sub money for the year, and I have nothing else to do. Well played. And so I installed some add-ons and waited for the servers to open.
Deadly boss mods, I just installed it anyway. I don't think there's gonna be any, I'm not gonna...
As you can see, I was barely considering the possibility that I would even play this enough to experience a raid. I was just dipping my toes in. I was just Classic curious. I was just setting up an auto-clicker to get in on frame 1. Okay, so maybe I was a bit more excited than I'm letting on. In truth, I had been up all night in anticipation, wondering if
I remember
lightning in
everyone
a bottle
struggling to
could
get
really
into this. I don't know if I
strike
just picked the right server, but I got in
wake up
without
in the crypt
an issue.
alongside who else but Eddie? Just another name in the crowd at present. Who could have predicted our fates were already intertwined? Now at the time, I was only planning on playing Classic privately for my own enjoyment, with maybe the occasional stream if you were lucky. Sure, I had some loose goals.
I want to become a notorious rogue that camps. I want to do streams where I just oh, I guess I can't stream it because then people would know. I want to camp the boats, the Alliance ships, and just sap people who are trying to get on the ship. Not even necessarily kill them, but just sap them.
But I wasn't planning on making any kind of YouTube content. I was just playing for me. I was doing it for me. As a content creator, it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like you have to monetize every gaming experience. So it's important to keep certain games as games you're not going to turn into work. And this is how I was treating Classic going in. This is for me. I am playing this for me and my enjoyment, and I'm not even gonna think about making content. But as we know, that's not really how things went, and here's why. In the undead starting area, you can pick up a quest named Marla's Last Wish that has you killing a guy for being the wrong kind of undead and burying the evidence. That is, of course, a gross misrepresentation of the quest dialogue, but I do not trust this bitch. Anyway, having done this quest more times than you could possibly imagine, I made my way over to where I knew the mob spawned.
And that's when I saw it in all its magnificent splendor. Why, my British eyes could barely believe it.
The perfect queue. Gamers waiting patiently in line for their turn to kill the quest mob. A scenario so profoundly absurd. It was magical.
This is so good.
Seeing this queue, experiencing this queue, immediately reignited a long since dormant flame, because this wasn't just a queue. This was fate reminding me that this game is a special kind of catalyst for ridiculousness. The kind of ridiculousness that can inadvertently shape your entire future. 11 years ago, I could not realize my dream of becoming a Warcraft storytelling legend. But that first step put me on a path I never stopped walking. And now, 11 years later, my dream represents itself before me. Only this time, it wasn't video if. It was video when.
Put me in YouTube. They're not bald. Whoa, lore drops.
World of Warcraft Classic was the perfect catalyst for me to finally realize my long-held dream of becoming a storyteller. It gave me the perfect opportunity to prove to myself that I wasn't just a dreamer. I wasn't just a washed-up League of Legends cringe-lord with nothing
just
more
some
to give.
fighting
I was
dreamer.
everything I thought I was, and more. And the path doesn't even end here. Not everyone has a dream. Fewer still get to achieve them. But for me, I got exactly what I wanted. So, when I hear this guy say,
And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
this fucking guy, was 100% right. This shit sucks ass. It's just standing and hitting.
Okay, but next video when? Oh, peace balloons. That's nice.
My entire life has been gaming. Do you think I have stories? Yeah, this one time when I was gaming. Doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah, she put up her entire what was it, last year? It was like 3 cover pictures for the next 3 videos. So the next one is the Glaives, which I am very, very excited for. Like, there are a few times where this almost cracked me. Like, this is far more, because Barney's an amazing storyteller. And there are some times where it cracks me up. This was honestly more storytelling rather than, I want to say humor. Like, there were a few times where I almost cracked, but this is just better storytelling than it was like, haha, funny video when ha. I'm looking forward to the next video. Like, and I'm totally going to do React Andy to that. I totally am going to do React Andy to that. I know I am. I love Barney stuff. That's why I got the blush. It's totally not sentient at all. All right, now that I've done that, it is time to play the video game. It is time to play the bean game. It is time for bean game time. I have to change stream description to bean game. And then go down here. Yes. Oh, great. Thank you, bean game. Okay. And I can also now I'll turn mix it up back on. There we go. I get to edit that later. Well, actually, simple edits. I wasn't going in for crazy edits or anything. Also, I want to change the outfit again. I'm feeling 2B right now. Feel Miku. Let's do Miku. It's time for Bean Game. Ha. Ha. Do 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 do. Okay. So let's just start with the hardest. freaking game mode. That's great. That's a great idea. Hardest game. Although, this is with a full group, so it shouldn't be as difficult as if it was later. But I would like to have, like, you know, my rotations. But I'm not going to get that. Jeez. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Whoa. These guys are actually see, if you want an inkling, it's like, it's not they are going to charge, but they have a higher likelihood to charge when they're going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. All right. How many? Oh, that must have been like at least 25 elims. Yeah, no, about that. About 25. That makes sense. Checks out. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. And now we wait, apparently, for the next round. Okay. Thank you, rollout. All right. All right, any cool names? Oh, wait, it's just base 3? I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, but like, it just causes like far more grabbing, which is just annoying, just in general. Because I totally enjoy grabbing. Grabbing is totally a strategy that I love. Yep. Mm-hmm. There's real estate over here. And center real estate. No one's fallen yet, because why would you quickly fall after surviving rhinos? This feels like we took, like, the test and now they're just checking RTs to make sure they match up. Like, there's no reason you should lose on the stage after passing rhinos. Like, unless you fall asleep at your controller, you should be fine. Like, this is going to get more and more hectic, but, like, I would not be surprised if we time this out and there's no elims. So I feel like everyone who's here just knows where... Oh, no, there's one! Snail, yeah, you can hear the grabbing, though. Oh, okay, you got dunked on, I guess. Oh, no, got dunked. Real estate, get out of my way, I need real estate. I'm actually surprised we have 3 elims. Let's go back the other way. Go back to yellow. Real estate, hell yeah. Alright, so where's the 4th? Where's the 4th? Fourth. Should be the real estate. Yes. Real estate get. There we go. Okay, so we timed it out still. Alright, final run. We get to play the cool music. Metal Fall. Alright, yawn bitches. Let's break some ice. I will say, Pay's comment still lives in my brain rent-free that they hate the fact that this can be like an optimized game. That will forever just live in my brain. Just like, you thought I was making this shit up? Nah. I've optimized my beans. They work at peak efficiency. Excuse me, Mr. Alien? Or no, Miss Alien, you're the queen. That's right. Yep. Oh, boo. No. I thought I had enough time to run and grab it, but I did not. I needed to jump and only walked. No, we're not equipping Rose Quartz. That does not. Nothing named Rose Quartz ever ends well. Okay. Okay. We need the good song for the stage. Because it fits it so well. Oh no, I missed it! And somehow I'm still in first, I don't get it. Bye, bitches. Ah. I should not have come in first. I should not have come in first. That was very slow gameplay on me. Alright, we'll go next. Oh my word, they're just feeding me all the stuff I love tonight now. They're like, we know that first round was difficult, and we're sorry for that. Here's slides and then slime scraper. Oh, thank you, thank you. Num num num. I'm eating well. I'm eating well this show. He says before dying viciously. You know, I keep looking for the penguin. I don't even know if they even do that whole thing anymore. There was a, I want to say it was like a 2-week period where they started having the having Bert spawn at the beginning of race stages, and then if you like had proof that you saved Bert like so many times in a row, or just so many times in general, you could get like outfit. And like I never like was able to do it because you know it wasn't always the best race stage. But like I still save Bert whenever I can. Whoa! Did I? Oh, I mean, planned. That's totally. I meant to do that. I'm just too good for my own good, and I subconsciously made the best move. Okay, that did not work as well as planned. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah. Blump. Oh, that's my head. I need that for thinking. Am I just, like, defaulting these wins? Because was not expecting another first place. I'll take them. Always and every day, but... Okay, so I do want to think about the so there's 3 Barney videos that she's planning to make. The first one was the end of Classic, which here's the thing, I was expecting. I don't like, and the only part of it I was expecting was the Shivering Plats because I happened to be part of the stream then. Everything else I had no idea. Why did only one other person survive? What kind of people show up on a Wednesday? Apparently, like, nobody. What? Why? That wasn't even a hard version of Scraper. And now I have another Thin Ice. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just play 2 rounds and then just get to a final. And we have to burn all this ice to the ground. Oh, goodness. This might take a minute. We still got hype music, though. It's still final. Now we're both just like, okay, we gotta burn as much of this as quickly as possible. Da, 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 da. We're both just no, we gotta delete all this. This needs to be deleted. We're not allowed to have all this real estate. It's too much. Not that I don't necessarily, like, distrust him, but I am going to keep moving in a manner that prevents me from getting grabbed and pushed off. But I know Barney has the 2 glaives. There's a 3rd one, though. And for life of me, I can't remember what it was. Oh, he just left? I mean, Win's a win. I want someone to explain what happened, though. I'm very confused what happened. Why, even? Why? He just, like, left. He was like, nah, I'm done. But buddy, we played the Scraper together. We became fast friends. Come on. We just slide on the ice a little, like bros. Come on. Come on, like bros. You know, actually, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to... I feel like Barney should still have it up there somewhere. Somewhere Barney should still have it up there. Barney, where's your freaking thing? Hold on. Barney, okay, there's your Twitter. Media. Oh, wait, no, is it up on post? Yeah, For the Horde. I don't know what For the Horde would be. Setting expectations now, no fake out. Long episode. The next 2 videos will be shorter than the last one. I expect Glaives to be 30 minutes and Horde to be 20 minutes. Shorter but more concise, focused narratives. Oh, but I like your big long ones, but short's fine. If it comes out this year, then all the better. Begin earnest, so expect them sooner than my normal track record. Yeah, no, thing is, I expect the glaive. I don't know, but I have no idea what For the Horde's gonna be. But the glaive video, I expect that to just honestly be a banger. I remember Barney tweeted out pictures of them having like gotten the first glaives and the second. Obviously I don't know to the truth of that because it is fucking Barney, and that could be anything. That could mean anything. That could be completely true. 100% true. That could also be 100% troll just to fuck with us. Like a reversed, Scarab Lord. Like, the thing is, Barney's now basically made it so they could say anything, and we would both believe and disbelieve it at the same time. It's Schrodinger's creator. And Barney is Warcraft's Schrodinger's content creator. I don't know how to put that more concisely. I probably could if I thought about it, but I'm not gonna because I'm currently a bean. A delightfully beautiful bean in a wonderful skirt. But a bean nonetheless. Hello, sir. You are an astronaut. I'm gonna jump over this laser. And I'm gonna jump over that laser far too much. And you're gonna fall behind because I am better than you. Ba-da-da-da-da. Use the gravity to go down. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Excuse me, sir. I need to maximize how much I'm not getting hit by things. And then we honk for dominance, and then we cross the finish line. Things in their rightful order. Oh, wait, no, I won a round. That means I can wear my crown. Yeah, I can put on my crown. Very good. Ba, 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 ba. There's some cool names in this, like nothing like crazy, but there's some neat little names here. Also, okay, fun story too. I have no idea what tomorrow's gonna bring. So like I've made no qualms about saying that I'm in the New England area, and there is like currently a storm that's supposed to be starting from like late tonight into midday, like on Friday. Right, depending on when you live or where you live. Where and when you live, I live now, but where you live. And like it is. Actually, if you go look, I don't know if the maps have been updated to show differently, but like throughout the afternoon, it was actually fascinating to look at the like weather advisories and where like the snow and a lot of the weather was going to drop. It's like it wanted specifically to only go along state lines, like across the border in New Hampshire. It was just downpouring snow, like near the bottom part of like the Nashuas and all that. It was like 3 to 6 predicted. In like Manchester, Concord, it was like up to a foot. But then like you cross that state line into Mass and just over into like say Lowell or what's another one? Newburyport. Yeah, that one's close to the border. It's like 1 to 3 if nothing. Like, it's as if the storm really was like, we don't want to pay taxes. We're going to drop specifically in New Hampshire. And then just F off up to Maine. It's a very, very interesting track for the storm. But as my school services students from multiple states, and we don't cancel unless like I think it's so much of a percent of the schools that we service have to cancel for us to cancel. But I expect us to basically be without a majority of our New Hampshire students. We'll probably get a good chunk of our Mass, and I don't know about our Maine students. But it like tomorrow should be actually rather interesting. Hello, Pay. Here to do the vibes. We vibin'. Here to get annoyed that I can optimize beans. My bean optimization skills, what I've grown up with for years. All that time sitting down playing Mario 64 to get all the stars. It was all for this. Disgusting. Fair. Well, then prepare to be disgusted. Okay, any cool... I looked at the names earlier and there weren't any really cool ones. Alright, we want the last one. We want this one to stay on rotation. Which one do I get? Ew, I don't like this one. It's not the pipe one we wanted. This has too much RNG, I don't like it. Into the new pipe. Yeah, we get the good stage. Alright. Hell yeah. That's the good one. I could demolish you in Roblox. You could. Because I still have never actually touched that game. Also, I will soon be a Fortnite master because they're bringing not just Fall Guys, but like stage creator tools of Fall Guys into Fortnite. And it's going to be its own separate thing next year. I'm going to get all of the dubs and pwn all of the small children. And I'm not even kidding. Oh, goodbye, Amogus. You're a small bullet child. Will you survive? Even though you took the worst route there? Sure, you still did. That is the worst route, by the way. You don't actually run up the pipe. That is for suckers. That is for scrubs. Please be more than one bar. Please, 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 please. One bar sucks. One bar sucks. Everyone grabs. It's garbage. Give me two. Give me two. Give me two. 2 bars. Give me 2 bars. Come on. Give me 2. Give me 2. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And we got 1 bar. Me. Well, get ready to hear the grabbing noise throughout the entirety of this section. Though I do need to get on the other side of this bar, and then we're going to run under the pink one. So that we never get stuck. Although we'll push the green one for a bit. Because this is fun. For the record, this doesn't actually push it. You just run against it and your bean doesn't like collide. Okay. Now we run under the pink. 1 under the pink. 0 under the stink. I don't think that actually has a meaning. I'm just saying words right now. You're welcome. Okay, I don't trust the Amogus. Okay. So if I do this, then I never get stuck with the pink and green bars at the same time, and I can try and optimize jumping over the bar to minimize getting grabbed. Because I can call my shots a bit easier. We're getting to a point where I have to just start rapidly jumping. There we go, and we're good. Next should be final for this show. Yay. What we got? What we got? Glass ball. Okay, I'm 50-50 on this since they changed the ball physics. Don't you hate when you have your balls and they change how they work? I hate that. It fucking sucks. But we still get a hype music. It's still a final. Okay, since they changed the physics, I want to avoid as many collisions as I can. Oh, I don't trust that. Okay. Stay away from groups at the beginning. People aim for groups because it's a better use of your limited ball grabbing. Oh, good. Okay, I saw that coming. I totally saw it coming. The balls. Oh, okay. Good, 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 good. He doesn't know the new ball physics. The new meta of balling. Oh, yeah. Oh. Dunked. Dunked on. And dunked on. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. And we're good. Don't sweat. Why are you guys sweating? I had it under control the entire time. Ah! Oh! Oh, did I actually Oh, I didn't actually face kill him. That would have been actually kind of hilarious. Whoa, whoa. We're so good. We're so good. We're so good. So good. 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 Oh, we're not good. We're not good. We're not good. We're not good. We're good again. We're good again. Got him. Thank you for just throwing that away. Appreciate that. And oh, woo! That was a lucky bounce for them. 100%. Oh, oh, not lucky enough. Baited that. Oh, he baited me too. Too much baiting. Yeah, you don't get a ball. Screw you, I get a ball. You don't get a ball. Oh. Wait. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did you see him moving? Oh, I'm calling shenanigans a little bit. GG's though. Still. Like, he got a little laggy there. He undid my grave. I'm a little ingy about that. Could be actual internet issues. Who knows? Pink clouds. That actually works pretty well with the Miku skin. I'm a little annoyed because I went to grab to dislodge the ball and the lag just caused him to suddenly not be grabbed anymore. And he was like, oh, I'll just toss it now. Like, ah. Also, the cat is here to say hello. Winter Disco is a fun one. Like I really like, you know, the idea behind this. Just, oh, there's so many different ways to maximize, and there's no wrong path. And every path is actually fun in its own way. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is fine, this is fine. Let's keep that momentum going. Oh my god, it's so much fun. First place, though. It's fun, there's, you know, all that, but like... Like I'm gonna let other people beat me. Come on. What do you take me for? Miss Vasquez TV. Oh, there's a TTV. If there's ever a TTV, we have to say good luck, have fun. Mandatory. Can I say it? Let's see. Ms. Ooh, Miss Vasquez. There we go. Okay, they are actually live. Hey. Now we have to say have to say, good luck, have fun in your... Oh, I'm your show, no. In your... Don't text me right now. In your show. There we go. You have to say good luck, have fun. You have to. It's mandatory. It's a funny game with bean men. Optimized or not, it is a funny game with bean men. You have to have a good attitude about it. Hello, cat. You wish to jump on someone's shoulders? That's cool. Not mine right now. Okay, here's the thing. There's a part of Skyline Stumble that, like, I never... And I don't mean this in a negative way. I don't get how people don't understand how the mechanics of it works. Oh, there's another TTV. We gotta say good luck, have fun if they're alive. So it's after this part, because this part right here is excellent game design. Whoa! Okay, I don't know how I didn't leap up at full speed. I kind of do. It's after this part. It's this part with the light bridges that alternate. Like, I don't get how the pattern of alternating is difficult, but, like, I see people struggle on that all the time. It's like, you're just going back and forth. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, interesting. You know, I'm not taking the flippers. No, screw that. We're not taking the flippers today. We're going up the sides. We're going to maximize our jumps. We're going to run up. And we're going to jump. There we go. Alright, we have to find our TTV friends. Where are they? Okay, there's Cakes. Where's the other TTV? Miss Vasquez. Oh, they're stuck to the flippers. No! Vasquez! Vasquez! Get those flippers going! No, the flippers! No, Vasquez, no, we only just made friends. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Come on, come on. Oh no, oh no, no, oh no, no. Oh no. Oh, that was like, come on, that was funny though. I would have laughed like if that was me, but still, that is heartbreaking. Oh no. Oh no. We just made two TTVs and they're already gone. No. We must teach the TTVs. We must teach the streamers how to bean better. They must be better beans. How dare they die already? On my watch, on my stream, they cannot die. They must be taught how to bean. But now we get Slime Climb, which, you know. Oh, we get Log Slime Climb. Oh, okay, people are dying at that. People are dying at Log. Log is the ender that tends to limit the most people. Actually, less so now, because you used to not have like the same sort of speed boost from like jump sliding off the slime as you do now. So it's actually easier than it used to be. But it still has the highest KD of any Slime Climb ender. I think seconded by Fan, maybe? But that's like a hard stretch. No, actually, I think, maybe Lollipops. But that's only if people, like, just don't respect the Lollipops. Which, you always respect the Lollipops, no matter what the game is. Oh, excuse me? Mr. Alligator? Do you mind, sir? He almost shoved me off again, like, just because he's very eager young reptile. Okay, there goes the first casualty. We're gonna wait a minute. There we go. And that is how you clear Log. There's 4 who cleared Log. Oh. Okay, SpongeBob did it. Daddy Chen. Look at that boy work it. I'm looking at, like, it's still bothering me the fact that, like, we haven't had like a new crossover since Final Fantasy. Like, that makes me so nervous. Like, we'll probably, like, honestly, our next crossover probably, like, won't be until, probably until the Fortnite collab. Which, that by itself, like, it only partially counts, given that they're, like, owned by the same company. So, like, they could have done that at any point. Actually, the fact that they had, like, because, oh, what else do they own now? What else does Epic own? Because they have the Fall Beans. They have Fortnite. I feel like there's a third thing that they own that I'm blanking on. Final more. Wow, we're just getting a lot of ice tonight. Lots of ice. What do we get for hype music for ice? Ice hype music. Let's get new battle. New battle. The ice burn, the ice burn, 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 burn. The ice, we don't want this real estate. We want it all gone. Oh, that was new. Ah, boo. GG's, though. Pretty sure it was the cat. Yep. Yep, GG's. I should have jumped, and I didn't. I waited, like, a half second too long to jump. All good, though. Into the next show. Also, I swear, when I do this, like, casually off stream, it's like, oh, here's my win for the day, and I just, you know, leave. And when I'm on stream, it's like, now they're difficult. Oh, wait, is it just... Oh, it's just bouncers? Oh, no, that's... Like, I know how to optimize it, but it's boring. Simple. But boring. Any other TTPs? We had 2 last time. I don't see any offhand. Boo. Oh, there's already people grabbing. Oh, look at all the, like, the base color beans. Yeah, no, there's... I'm not surprised they're grabbing at the beginning as if it's gonna do anything. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the idea is supposed to bounce along those sides, but, yeah, it's faster actually just to jump through the turnstiles. And you don't want to jump up, but you want to, like, pre-jump onto a ramp like this. Jumping up an incline just actually ends up making you jump back a little bit. So it actually is slower. It's super fast when you're jumping down a hill, though. Also first. Alright, let's take a look at some of these cool names. Jack Not Black. Oh, Punky Y YouTube. Punksy? So I've only found one person who, like, live streamed off TikTok, and I still think about that. Like, Joe, should I do that? And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Let's see, Punksy. If they're streaming, we have to wish them good luck, have fun. Punky, I think. Now, that is Pinky, and that is a large furry 3D model. That is not what I'm looking for. Although I will say their VTuber avatar is actually quite cute. So I wished it was them, but it's not them. And now we have the best racing stage. I fucking love this stage. Move, one bean. I just shove him out of the way. Excuse me. I have a best time to achieve. What's that? First place? Me? Again? Yes, please. The Shredder. What are the fun names? Oh yeah, the Punky YT, which did not exist. Well, if it does, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because I spelled it the way they spelled it. Actually, I wonder if they're on Twitch. I know it says YT for YouTube, but like, now I'm curious. Punky. And nothing comes up. Beautiful use of advertisements. Haha. Have I ever said that's a sore point for me when people don't properly use the YT and TTV to promote themselves? Because it is. It is. It's a sore point. Okay, hole in the wall. Let's go. Please be a fun variant. Don't be the boring variant. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me 2x4s. Toe fruit. There's a name for you. Alright. Simple start. Yes! 2x4s! We're building fun, everyone. Yes, Atomic Punk. Grabbing me there will help. And not out you as a grabber. Oh no. Killer got grabbed and dunked. Alright, gotta be careful that grabber. He is successfully grabbing. Because Killer was the one who was coming in second place all those times against me. So he knew what he was doing, and he got dunked on by this guy coming after me right here. So I have to be especially careful. Focusing. Focusing. Whoop. Focus, focus, focus. We're focused, we're focused, we're focused. Whoa, oh, we got that random trip. Oh, but we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. And is it the wall? It is the wall, yep. I'm gonna get some odd camera angles here, so just bear with me, you guys. There we go, alright. That was most of the lobby. Yeah, that was most of the lobby. That last part, like, can absolutely destroy you if you miss a specific jump on there. Because it's all just walls. You have to stay up top. Last temple! Let's go! Last temple's based. It is good, like, 50-50 luck, but, like, I love this final. Bring bum bum bring bum bum bring. We're just gonna keep this going. Okay, we're done now. I was like, I want to hit my button, but also just vibing with that song, like, worked out way too well. That was actually a really fun chorus of Lost Temple, though. Like, that zigzagged a bit. I've had ones where it is straight shot to the end and then, like, taking, like, one turn. So, like, the fact that it was actually, like, wibbly wobbly was actually, like, really fun. Ooh, more disco. Bum, bum, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. You know what's great? Every time I hydrate, I just naturally look up and I see Zentreya looking down on me. I'm like, I'm being blessed right now. This next game is going to be fucking magical. I just love how wibbly wobbly and goofy you can do this. Oh! Boom. No, bonked. I got bonked. See, it's fine though. It's fine. Oh, nope. I tried to launch myself and the hammer stopped me. Because the best thing you want to do if you actually want to launch yourself properly off of that the spinning bar, ooh, there's a TTV, is you want to jump right as it's showing up, and therefore it'll pop you up and forward rather than like just try and drag you along the ground. So you want to jump just enough that you're off the ground. All right, what's the TTV? We need to say good luck, have fun. Logan. Ah, yes. You've been defeated by the famous TTV Fall Guys streamer, Logan. Dang it, Logan. Channels, Logan. Logan, are you here in channels, Logan? I don't see you, Logan. Oh, please don't be one of those that puts like TTV actually in your name, thus defeating the whole purpose of TTV. Well, I don't remember his numbers, so I couldn't find him. Boo. Oh, it's the easy version. Wait, I think so. Oh, it's almost the easy version. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Mr. Grappy, oh my. Nope. We respect the lollipops, cause if you don't, you die. That was like, I think I jumped into the lip of like the slime, which is actually a first. Okay, 1697. Okay, let's try this again. 1697. Are they a real person? Not with just that. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare put TTV at the beginning of your name. Don't you fucking dare. No, they just don't exist apparently. Interesting. Bing. Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. We hide in the corner. Okay, and we go this way. Alright, good. Yep, okay, they're coming this way. Good. It's almost as if I can read angles, I have a better chance. Not that the angles always make sense, but, you know, probability. Okay, they're now at a point where they're not colliding for a while. So I don't have to worry about that aspect of it. So I can actually just play off of where their intended locations are. Except right there, now they kind of collided again. And it's going to be another weird collision. Okay, excuse me, guys. Yep. Oh, this is like the fun path of collision. Yeah, no, that kind of collision is fun. It very rarely like bounces on top of each other like that, but it's so chaotic when it does. Ah, love it. Oh, I think we're getting Canyon Sunday next. Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell you. Just a guess. Just a, I don't know. I'm Nostra Venus here. Well, look at that Canyon Sunday. Wow. I got them skills of an artist. What do you think, Bebe? Bebe says yes. I like how the script that they put in, like, they obviously were not prepared for Fall Guys to be like, oh, we're gonna use your stage. Bye, everybody else. And we get the whoop. Whoop. Nope. Okay. You guys are making this very difficult for me. Okay, I don't like being with these beans in particular because they are making my life very, very difficult. Like, the beans on that side just continue to just, like, smack me. Like, by accident, mind you, but still, it was happening. So we're going to take a safer route. There we go. How did I still come in second? Like, either that's really, like, to show just how, like, you know, amazing I am, or just... No, it's not that. It is really not that. It is really not that. But we still have TTV Logan. That's a mood. He's still here. He's trying his best. He's doing what he can. Ooh, okay, finals run Hexaterrestrial, so let's, Birdly theme? Birdly theme. I totally expect to get grabbed right there. You guys can stop running at me, you know? Like, I just want to vibe on the outside. Just let me vibe on the outside. Just let me be. Peaceful being. Not trying to attack anyone. Just want everyone else to die by their own, you know, lack of planning, I guess would be the best way to put it. Oh, there we go. See, I'm not a violent being. I just live by not falling. And that's all you have to do to win games. Yep, that's it. Just don't fall. Your Fall Guys tip of the day. If you think about falling, don't do it. And then crown. Ta-da! Oh, no. Back to lily pads. Can I note something? Like, I don't know who in chat knows who I mean when I say West, but like one thing I didn't mention with the recaps and stuff. When I got home after, you know, cleaning up the mess that the cat had made because he was angry, Han was like, "Oh, did you see the gift that West got you?" And I was like, "They got me a gift?" And like, yeah, and they pointed to my desk, and it was like it had been pre-built. And it was something that Wes had found in Artist Alley. It was like it's like a standee. Like lately, there have been a lot of like the little acrylic standees of characters, like those little clear kind of two-dimensional ones. I have a couple of them. I really like them. However, this one was like a wooden version of it, but with like great Ace Attorney characters, and I have it in front of me right now on my computer desk. It is absolutely adorable. It is like the perfect thing for me. I absolutely adore it. It's hanging out with my Xenoblade 3 amiibos, as it should. But it's just so good. I'm so happy with it. Wes did a phenomenal job. I did get occasionally spoiled by some of my chess players. My Shenhe first spoiled me by applying with Shenhe, which I told them last year, if you do it, there's a better chance of you getting into chess, and they did. I was like, well, I did say I wanted wife in there, so here's Shenhe. Then like during rehearsal, they were like, here's a Mountain Dew. I was like, oh, you actually remembered. Yep. Okay. You're solidifying later placements. Then they got me because they will get in the Genshin cards, and they previously give me a Bennett card, which I later found out like TCGs or cards aren't something that staff can just have sent to be signed by guests because of like worries about like just reselling. So even if I brought it, I couldn't get it signed by Christina V at AB. But the beginning of this AB, the Shenhe gave me just like they went flipping through it and they gave me Venti. I was like, you're gonna get my entire Genshin polycool for me eventually, aren't you? Okay. Oh, we can still make good rotation. Yep, we make good rotation. We just don't trust the ice cream. The ice creams have a rather high chance to be more evil than other beans. Get away from me. It's those basic ice creams and fedoras. Like, no joke, those tend to be the... I went kind of weird there for a second. Those tend to be like the worst beans. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I thought I had the rotation down. Oh no. Oh, I missed that rotation. Okay. Like, we're still fine. I'm just annoyed at myself for missing the rotation. Okay. I didn't want to jump and get bopped by the bar. Imprecise movement! Yes, Pei, but doesn't that mean that you're acknowledging the precise movement? An act of which you despise? Beans are not allowed to have precise movement. Oh my god, wait. Oh my, I just realized a button I need to have now. You've inspired me, Pei. You've just... I'm gonna search for this, like, during stream. Hold on. You've inspired me. Also, I do know exactly what the next hype music's gonna be. You have given me inspiration for stream. Just by your existence. I'm not kidding, actually. You actually just... One bar, but it's with fruit, so it's not as boring. Eat fruit. I want to find out who the first place one was, because they've been doing rather well. And I feel like if anyone's going to grab me, it's going to be them. Whoa! Okay, not allowed to focus on that right now. Gotta focus on being a bean. Getting punchy. There we go. Okay, cool. I need to find the there's no thing to discover. Yes, okay. I have it ready for me. I have it ready for the future. Ba, 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 ba. It always feels kind of demeaning when you go through, like, say, 2 or 3 difficult stages, and then it gives you, like, some fruit for like the first or maybe second stage. Kind of makes sense, because it is possible to miss a fruit here and there. Like, there's 3 dragon fruit and 2 not kiwis. Like, for 3rd or 4th stage, it's like, come on. And just to annoy, pay off even more. How are you doing? Hello, Spider Geek. I'm doing quite well. I'm currently counting fruit. Like the 2 not kiwis and a grape. That's totally grape. Yeah, just to annoy them even more. Any stage, like something like this, where, okay, 2 not kiwis and a grape. 2 not kiwis and a grape. I will sing. Because someone grabs me, my emote will stop, so I know to defend myself from the grab. So the singing actually has a purpose. And there we further optimize Bean Game. Also 3 bananas, 2 dragon fruit, and 1 really grape. Totally grape. 3 bananas, 2 dragon fruit. 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 Unless I, like, you know, I tend to stick fairly solo as I plan out a collab. Like, appreciate it, but just generally, like, unless I plan out a collab, I tend not to, you know, I tend to stay solo. That's for everyone. Okay, I know exactly what I'm using for my final music. Going over here. I need to make this window smaller.
That fucker's back! Yeah, I thought he was.
Here's the hype music.
7 years!
It's earworming for me.
Fuck you.
Just saying.
Things have changed a lot since he's left town.
That's for sure.
I gotta send a message of who's really in charge of things now. Welcome home! I'm gonna make you wish that you stayed gone. Say hello to a new status quo. Everyone knows that there's a brand new dawn. Turn the TV on. Welcome to the show. Top of the hour, we're discussing a certain tech support who has been spotted cavorting around town after a 7-year absence. Did anybody miss him? Did anybody notice? More on tonight's program. Does the cyborg say he was back in town? Why is he hanging around? And what does that mean for your family? Well, handedly, I got good news. He's a loser and a fossil. And I don't mean to sound hostile, but the cyborg is a coward. You can take that as gospel. Pulling my viewers impossible. I'm visual, he's barely audible. Stop giving him the time of day. Don't listen to a word he'd say. I hope he had a nice vacay, but he should have stayed away. While he hid in radio, he pivoted to video. Now his medium is getting bloody rare. Hell's been better since he split. Where's he been? Who gives a shit?
Salutations, good to be back on the air. Yes, I know it's been a while since someone with style treated hell to a broadcast. Lurkers rejoice.
What a dated voice.
Instead of a cloud-chasing mediocre video podcast, is Barny insecure pursuing a lure, fleeing between this fad and that is nothing working.
You're his champion.
Every day she's got a new format.
You're looking at the future. He's the shit that comes before that.
It's more not strong as she
Oh, very good. Okay. To finish the song though.
You old-timey prick. I'll show you suffering.
Uh-oh, the siren is scuffling.
I'll destroy you, but you live.
I'm afraid you've lost your signal.
Okay. Yeah, that's been earworming since they dropped that earlier this week. Because that's 2 VTubers. Actually, one of which was one guest at Kineticon this past year. The other one was a guest at AB, whose signature I made sure to get. And they dropped that Monday? Yeah, no, they dropped that for April Fools. And so I was like, oh, now it's going to suck my brain. It's going to end it. I'm going to add it eventually to my my little hot box of songs. But also, if you're wondering, now I need to make a new button, though. Pei has inspired me to make a new button. Wait, hold on. Let me... just a new button. So occasionally, if I need to like really talk about something, or I just want to just as a joke, just. I hope they don't know that I'm actually mad about losing that crown. That'd be horrible. Also, all those other beans are stinky, but I can't say that aloud. They'll get mad at me, and I won't be a positive person. I sure hope these thoughts are all in my brain, and I'm not saying them aloud. I need that for a button now. I need that button now. Then you think like, oh, how would I make that a channel point routine? Like, what would the title of that be? Like, would I have to I have to talk inner monologue to myself? Well, I don't know, because you can't just drop that like in the middle of like a stream. Like, I mean, you could maybe based on the game. Like, could you think like if someone drops that immediately like in the middle of like a 4-person co-op like Baldur's Gate? One person just the music kicks in. They're just like, oh, I sure hope they don't try to talk to that person, because if they do, I'm gonna kick them in the balls. And then they're like, I'm so glad I didn't say that out loud. Feels like a darker move. I don't know, it could be kind of heroic to kick someone in the balls. It just needs context. Oh, we need to wait, we need to wait, we need to wait, we need to wait. No, you need to wait, sir. That bean was very eager, and I understand it. But we're going to go this way, we're going to go this way, we're going to go this way. The less traffic on these, the better for me. Oh, we're going to wait, and then we're going to jump. Well, that dude's like killing it right now. Okay, we're gonna jump over this one. Okay, we're good. Then we follow this one, and they all fell for some reason. Hi, buddy. I mean, you know, they played a beautiful song for me. I need to play a beautiful song for them. It's fair trade. Equivalent exchange. Kermit's grandpa is just across the finish line. What other fun names? Are there any TTVs? Deadeye. That was the alligator that was annoying me, and he's in another game. Oh well, he will maybe do well. The Mate Pro Start. I feel like there's a thing there. Also, I feel like I'm one of the few people that would read "It's Rex," and my brain would no, do they mean Xenoblade or Generator Rex? Generator Rex was one of those shows that deserved better than what I got. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed Generator Rex. That and Symbiotic Titan. That's another one that deserved a better lineage than what it got. Let's see. Any cool names left? The Hana fish? No. The alligator, Watari? No, we're just rotating the same ones. We'll stick with the SSJ3. Because why not? Hi, Cat. You saying hello again? Delightful. Oh, nope. Oh, bye. Well, now we can sit here and have a delightful conversation between us all. How are we doing tonight? Are we all enjoying our bean games? Wonderful. I'm so glad we are. I'm now checking to make sure I haven't missed any messages from anybody. Ah, good. The long Lou recap. He is finally recapped. What about on the Discord? Is anything on the Discord? Yes, I'm just straight up looking at the Discord to see if there's anything. Because this can take a while. Which is kind of on me. This is why, like, when people, like, will mention games to collab with, like, I make it very clear we need to do squads or duos. Because if we do solos and they expect me to, like, drag them in, I can't. I actually can't, because solos, when you're eliminated, I'm still going. And if you want to stay in my party, you have to wait for me, which does take a while. Why is it only 1 bar tonight? Boo. 1 bar is actually far more difficult. It's like 1 bar, 3 bar, then 2 bar. 2 bar is like the easiest because there's not as much grabbing. You can very easily manage your jumps and patterns. 3 bar, the patterns become a little more erratic and it becomes very rapid jumping movement very quickly. 1 bar I hate because people get to grabbing very quickly. And that is honestly the most dangerous thing in this game mode is the grabs. Like, if people know how to grab properly, like that. Wow, thank you for proving my point, random Peabody Bean. It is the most dangerous, yeah. Because people, it's not so much that people like need to in that mode. It's legit with the 1 bar, people get bored. It is really it. People get so bored with the 1 bar, they just start grabbing just repeatedly. And it is legit the most dangerous version of that game. Like 2 bar, you don't really have the same amount of time to do so. 3 bar, you have no time to grab. So that's why I prefer 2 bar and I hate 1 bar. You know, if people can't play, you know, that's on them. Not that I'm opinionated or anything about it. Given I'm very opinionated, I'm opinionated about every single game I play, so I can't really, I'm not really one to talk. I make up like this weird, here's the thing with me. I make up like this internal like moral system when it comes to like gaming. Like every single game I play, I kind of mentally make rules of like, oh, okay, don't do this, don't do this. This is dumb, this is cheap, don't do that. And I do it with every single game. And I understand every single time it's like a really silly way to approach it. But like, it's just part of like how I'm built. So like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like if something is very obviously like a tier 0 deck, I would never play it ever. Like ever. I would put in every single like side deck card to deal with it and build some other like rogue deck or like a deck that I enjoyed, but I would never build a tier 0 deck. Like I just never liked the feeling of like playing one of those. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't be one of the crowd with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Magic, I refuse to play a blue deck because, you know, blue is the most powerful card in all of Magic. Oh, hi. Let's see, Hearthstone, I refuse to play an aggro deck unless it is inherently like a weird, wacky variant of it. But what I mean by that is like an aggro deck that should never have existed, sort of thing. Like there was a priest version of it once. There was like a mage version of it once. They're all like dumb, and they all tend to be bad. But like, I just generally do not like quick aggro, because I don't know. I just the first meta deck in Hearthstone was like Warlock Zoo, which never felt like someone had to try. It felt like the first deck that could be botted. Let's see what I'm trying to think of what other weird rules I would give myself in games. I mean, DBD, I never really camp or anything, or proxy camp. Like I never feel good about doing that, so I don't do that ever. What else? I'm trying to think what other games I play that I give myself weird restrictions. Fighting games, it really depends on the game. Like in 4, there would be specific characters that I like would never pick up. Just at like no, I cannot do that. That character is cheap and dumb. Oh, it's E Honda. That's right, E Honda in 4. That was how like who I would like constantly be like, no, that's dumb. Like I'm not, you know, I'm a better person than playing Honda to go for them easy headbutt wins. Like if I stayed with Marvel 3, I probably would, you know, have the same like mentality when it came to Virgil. But then again, I don't think I'd ever actually be able to pick up Virgil because, like, when you play like the weird niche characters like I tend to, especially in a game like that, you have to spend all of your time practicing that character to consistently stay like relevant with it. So like with Marvel 3, like I practiced specifically getting good with Tron Bonne. I practiced specifically with Phoenix Wright. I practiced with Deadpool. I practiced with Ghost Rider. And mind you, none of those guys are really like great. Like Tron Bonne was good in vanilla because they had an invincible assist. So people kind of had to learn how to use her as well because she was one of your characters. Phoenix Wright was only good if you could get him to like level 3, which only 2 people I know of could consistently do that. And now they kind of hang out together and make really funny videos. Goodness, and Deadpool was like okay, but not great, and Ghost Rider was not great. Like, just not. I think what I'm now going like way back. I think I had like a weird like issue with snipers and BRs in Halo 3. Like I got over it by the time like ODST and 4 came out, but like in 3 specifically I was like, no, snipers, ew, sniper. Mind you, I'm the dickhead sitting around the corner crouching for like 2 solid minutes with a shotty just waiting for you in particular. I was the definition of r/fuck you in particular when it came to Halo 3 and a shotty. And I'd fight for that shotty. Like, I'd go right to the spawn. If someone else took it, I'd wait for them to die. I am a man of quality. I bring up something about COD, but I never played COD, because... COD. Although I did play, like, the campaigns of, like, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's about it. I can't remember why I played the campaigns. And I think, like, I tried, like, okay, I'll get into the verses of this and it'll be fun. And I immediately jumped into a game. And because I was used to Halo, I'm like, oh, here's, like, this, like, you know, what looks like a rocket silo. Like, this will just transfer me to, like, a lower section of this map. And I jump in and immediately died. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. My expectations have been ruined. That might also be why I play RPGs, because in that game, like, there's no, like, oh, you're being cheap or anything. No, you're just expected to, you know, always be leveling and optimizing your strategies in an RPG. Like, pulling off wacky crap is just something that you can just choose to do. It's, you know, but you're not, like, actively ruining someone else's day with it, you know, aside from an NPC. Actually, if it says anything, when I was an active Yu-Gi-Oh player back when Insectors was a thing, I think that was 2012. Insectors was like the tier 0 deck at the time. Like there was a really busted combo you could do with just like a third of the Insectors. Like the rest were like there as flavor, which made me a little sad that the deck was, you know, summed up with like 2 cards in like an interaction. And the entire thing was like Kamen Rider themed. But like it never felt like Kamen Rider because of the 2-card interaction being like the priority for that deck. that I'm paying attention. And I got first place because of it. If you couldn't tell, you look at that board as you press buttons to see where the hidden paths are on the board. So the better you pay attention and the like better your memory is in general of what paths you need to take, then the better you do at Star Chart. Also a nasty 007. Ba 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 da na na. I feel like there must be other games that I like handicap myself to. But I'm blanking on like any other game. I'm looking like actually in my cabinets and stuff. Like what other games did I like take seriously but like I handicapped myself? Pretty sure the most TCGs I played, I would do that. Like a few exceptions because I never really got that into them, but like Dragon Ball card game, Naruto card game, I handicapped myself in both of those. Fighting the tricky thing with fighting games and specifically with Magic the Gathering is I need to like the card themes and how the card the deck works. Because even if it's like a really good deck, I'd be like, but I'm not having fun. And that happened with Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I never finished that with Insectors. Yeah. So when Insectors was... Okay, that was... I just got the weirdest amount of lag. Because I just took off with the speed that I had on the fan there for a second. When Insectors was the thing, I actually did spend the time and money to build the deck. Like, the meta deck. And I took it to a local tournament. And I did well at that tournament because I had the meta deck. I did quite well. I knew how the deck worked and what the goal of the deck was. And I came in I think second or something. I know I didn't win, but I did well enough that I got a prize. So it could have been second or third. I don't know. And when I got home, I immediately took the deck apart and sold every chunk of it on eBay for, at the time, a nice chunk of change because again, meta deck. And that's because I while I won with it, I didn't have fun with it. It wasn't fun. It was just repeating the same actions over and over to maximize the output. And that's not there's no, oh boo. There's no cool aspect of the deck that I got to pull off. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I let him grab my tail. Didn't pay attention. Oh well. That just happens. It's tail tag. That's what happens. Alright, I think we'll take the time now to go back to the office. I think, yeah. Going to the office now is a good plan. And we're going to shut down the Fall Guys. Okay, so the big takeaway right now for Friday, for those who don't know, Friday is going to be the Jack's Box stream for everyone who is part of the AV Games last weekend. They get priority. They are the ones who get to play. And even then, if they're fewer than the maximum, I would only allow people who I knew who wanted to play in. But priority goes to those people because its primary goal is to help with that post-con depression. For those who want to play, you're not required to talk in the Discord. I will be multicasting to the Discord so you can play at the same time rather than with a 5-7 second delay, which is not great. But that's going to be Friday's plan. Other than that, I still have to figure out... Yeah, we don't need that right now. I still have to figure out what the following weeks are going to bring. I don't have a new game really to focus on. I can go back to Hades. I have actually, on my own, gone back and killed, Daid a few times. So we could go back to that. But I'm still not 100% sure what we're going to fall back on. Now, that all being said, I've figured out where I'm going to send you delightful folks to. So I'm going to quickly peek at who's currently playing. Let's see. We got an Ed. We got a Tom. You know, have we said hi to Ed lately? I don't think we've said hi to Ed lately. Yeah, let's go say hi to Ed. We like Ed. Ed is friend of channel. So we're gonna go say hi to Ed. Idiot. He is another person who plays Fall Guys on Fridays. He is a good little femboy, robot, catboy, android, VTuber. I can't remember everything that they say about themselves. It's a number of adjectives. So we'll go say hi to Ed. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.